We ain't live? Oh, shit.
And we are definitely live. My name is Sutton Def. You are sitting on 22s with the Sleaze Mob. This is episode 12. And Mitch made a good point to me just before we went on air. He was like, this is episode 12 of the Sitting on 22s podcast. So it's like 1222. And that was our guy. The whole inspiration behind this podcast, our late buddy Burns. His birthday was on December 22nd, so 1222. So this is a special episode for us. Believe it or not, it really is. So it's episode 12. Yeah, we love our guys. And I'm with my guys once again. Like I said, I'm Sutton Def. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sutton Def, pretty much everywhere. But I'm going to let these guys go ahead and introduce themselves in a roundabout way. My guy, Slim.
Damn, it's weird being the first one, man. But it's your boy Slim Jenkins, a.k.a. Grandpa Giles, a.k.a. Lord Broadus, a.k.a. Pablo Espresso Bar. And thank you all for joining us for episode 12.
And it's Austin, a.k.a. Shire, a.k.a. Raging Cajun, a.k.a. the Fruit Snack Bandit, a.k.a. the White Slim Jenkins, the current edition, a.k.a. I got so many a.k.a.s they thought I was Russian, a.k.a. Sergeant Kill.
Oh.
And this baby Gap Mitch, aka Sockhead Mitch, aka Mr. Strange, aka Baby Gap Mitch, aka nigga, I got so many AKAs. I can start a sorority team. Make sure you keep your ears and your neck clean, aka Nephew Conrad. And I can con you, but you can't Conrad.
All right. And like I said, you are sitting on 22s with the Sleaze Mob, and this is episode 12. We thank all of you guys who have been sticking with us, rocking with us since the very first episode, or even if you joined on episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11. We appreciate you for watching episode 12 of Sitting on 22s. If you're coming back, if this is your first time watching, then welcome to you for sure. We got a good show planned for you guys tonight. We're going to talk about some interesting stuff. So without any further ado,
Whoa.
What happened? Whoa,
I just have one question.
Oh,
I just have one question for the audience.
Yeah.
Is that pussy overlooked, baby girl? Is that ass underrated? If so, I have the perfect clothing line for you, baby girl. You want to go shop at olerclothing.com. Okay, if these bitches is overlooking that closure that you have in your wig, if these bitches is overlooking the nails that you did, and these niggas ain't peeping that, then go shop Overlooked and Underrated, because that is a clothing line for the overlooked and the underrated. So why wouldn't you go buy a shirt? We got other shirts, we got hoodies, we got bags and shit, nigga. You need to go shop there. So do that, okay? Do that. Olerclothing.com.
Niggas too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, niggas too. I'm sorry, not to be nigga. Is your shoe game overlooked? It's probably because it's not that good. But if you think is your shit, you're pimping, not is it overlooked and underrated, nigga? Then go shop Overlooked and Underrated, olerclothing.com.
Yeah, and also the fall lineup is definitely coming soon. So y'all be on the lookout for that for sure, because there's gonna be a lot of good shit coming. But before we get into anything else, I want to go ahead and play our intro. Here you are sitting on 22s with the Sleaze Mob.
Look, they don't even got the best in this motherfucker. You just got skimping look.
It feels rough in here. It feels like I'm just drinking a bottle of gravel. I woke up this morning mortified. Hey, these niggas be drinking daiquiris. I ain't going like that. This nigga.
The bitch swirl all the way to the bottom. So every scoop is different. The shit is insane.
I hope you have enough money for gas later. Shit.
I am the only one that pays for gas around this bitch.
Fuck you, nigga.
Okay. Episode 12. Mitch. Go ahead and tip it off for us.
So this week on the tip off, man, this is a segment that we started last week. It's called the tip off with Mitch. And I just wanted to, get into another subject this week, man. Let's talk about going outside, fellas. Once again, Slim, if I'm lying or flying, I want you to check me on these tips, okay? Yes, or not even tips. I just want to let the people know, like, give them a hint that you might be going outside, okay? So first things first, okay? You meet a girl. You're at a bar. Let's just say Brixton, for example, in DC, U Street, just random. Let's say that you're talking, you and your mans go, and your man's obviously is better looking than you, so he talks to the better looking of the two friends. So you go talk to the other one, but she's also bad. So it's like now you're at a disadvantage, right? But you know that, but you're gonna try and compensate by being smooth. So the first thing out your mouth that you say to them is, "Hey, baby girl, you think I'm cute?" And she says no. That is a clear sign that you are going out sad, okay? Also, let's say that you and the same friend and another friend go to a casino, all right? And your main friend, he came with a girl already. So it's just you and your other friend. It's just you two, your other man's and this girl, right? And you're in this casino. And your man's girl, she brings two bitches or two women. I'm sorry. She invites two women to the casino too to meet up with you and your homeboy. Let's say that your other homeboy starts fucking up the vibes. So they came to see you, but now the vibes are fucked up, right? But at this point now, you know you're not going to get her number, right? You're not going to get this girl's number. So you try and give her your number. If you're ever in the position as a grown man and you give a girl your number, you have already gone out sad. Stop the madness, okay? Now, let's also say you invite a girl over, right? And it's late at night. You know, you both know what you're about to get yourself into. You're fucking, right? You get your whole routine together. You're excited. You're like, oh, I'm about to get smashed. Da, 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 da. And all right, boom. So she comes there. Everything's going smooth, right? For some reason, your dick can't get hard. Okay? So she's like, oh, will you eat my pussy? So you eat her pussy. And then she tries to suck your dick, but your dick's too soft to suck. So it's like, oh, so now you just ate some bitch's pussy for no reason, and you have gone out sad. That is another example of going out sad. So as men, there's multiple ways to go out sad. They usually revolve around women. Please be careful out here. Think about your surroundings. Be aware of your friends and your capabilities as a man. Know what you're getting yourself into, okay? Slim, do you have any ways that a guy can be aware that he's going out sad?
I'm just saying, if your opening line is, "Do you think I'm cute?" You know what I'm saying? That's not a good place to start. I don't know what.
Do you know what you look like as a man having to ask a woman, like, "Do you think I'm cute?"
You
like,
think,
bro?
So you think I'm fine or not?
So,
and then she say no.
And then where do you go after that? You just like,
all right,
yeah,
cut your losses.
Yeah,
what can the listeners do to avoid that last situation there, Mitch?
Know what you're getting yourself into beforehand. Never. Okay, for one, as men, and this is going to kind of segue me into my second point, or our first subject. As men, we got to know our limitations. You know, you don't ever want to take it too far with a girl, okay? Because you never know what you're getting yourself into. Never assume that you fucking. That's one. That's one. Because if you've assumed that you're gonna fuck, you're probably not gonna fuck.
You're gonna say some shit. You're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck it up because you think it's in the bag. It's never in the bag. It is never in the bag. You have to seal the deal, and if you're not sealing the deal, then you are going out sad. But
you just gotta make her suck it on soft, and you straight.
Yeah, but then it's like neither one of us are having fun. Neither one of us are having fun at this point. Neither one of us are having fun at this point.
She not fucking with the gummy? Come on now.
It's the gummy.
You gotta fuck with the gummy.
It's the gummy, bruh. I'm not fucking with the gummy. If I'm not fucking with the gummy, like I know she's not fucking with the gummy, so I'm not gonna even put her through that torture. But look, man. Also, man, look. I got a couple more. Look, okay, so if you just meet a girl and y'all texting all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one day, you know, you text her, she reads it, she got to read receipts on, she don't respond. Okay, you put that mental note in your head, right? You like, all right, cool, I'm not gonna text you no more. I'm gonna make you text me back. She don't text you the next day. She don't text you the day after that. Now your game plan's fucked up because you thought she was gonna text you back, right? Well, she's not because she's not that fucking into you. So guess what? You wait another week or so, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm drunk now. I'm a text her, and then she reads it again and doesn't respond again, you have gone outside. You have gone outside. It's time to hang it up. It's time to hang it up. If she leaves you on red twice, pimping, it's all good. There's a million women in the sea. There's a million men or women. You know, there's a million fish in the sea, man. So keep it chucking. But don't ever triple and quadruple text somebody who's clearly not that into you, man. That's a telltale sign of going out sad, man.
Do you recommend doing the read receipts, like activating those, or no?
I have mine on personally because I'm not a pussy. If sometimes you don't want to have them on, but I have mine on for everybody. If I reach a message, I read it. If I don't respond, clearly I'm just not going to respond to it. I don't, but that's pimping to me. I feel like it's cold to have your read receipts on and somebody texts you and you read that bitch and don't respond. It's like, damn, that's a real nigga right there. Rather than it just sitting on delivery, because we all know you go open it, like you read it regardless, nigga, just because it say delivered or not. Like just be a man. And Slim, you don't have your read receipts on.
No, because the read receipts is for niggas that want to have like unread messages in their shit. Like I hate fucking unread messages. I hate notifications.
Yeah, exactly.
How many notifications I got right now?
Right now, I have a whopping 0.
Yeah, 0.
I don't like them red dots, bro, or numbers.
32.
Oh,
you got 32 messages.
How many you got, Def?
I got 205.
God.
See, y'all niggas are hoes, bro.
That's ridiculous, Def. I got 133. I thought that was going to be whopping, but you got the 20 something. That is wicked. That is worse.
Y'all both some hoes.
50.
That is worse. Nah, man.
Who are they from?
Fuck you. Why am I reading your message? Fuck your message. Let me see. I mean, I got old messages too. Like, I think that factors in from
you just clear
2016. Because it's sentimental, man. It's sentimental. Like you look back at
later.
So it's so sentimental you didn't read it. You was like, you know what?
Yeah, you look back at text messages from 2016, nigga, and you be like, oh man, I remember where I was at that time in my life. Da da da.
Cringe.
Look, nigga, look. That's from one of my 2016 threads, fool. Remember that?
Nigga, I was sleeping in the other room while y'all was
I remember doing that, right?
I remember that day, yeah.
It's memories like that, fool. I mean, I got a group chat with Tierra Brown in it, nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit is vintage. But yeah, man, that's my tip off for the week. Try to minimize the going out sad to dub ratio. Start smartening up and wisening up. So right. I just want to segue that into this because Austin, you said something. I mean, not Austin, Slim, you said something about I said something about a girl coming over. And the match.
Hey, Mitch, real quick before you get into that, let me just say one thing, right? So if you are watching this live right now, please like this video. Also, if you're watching this live, comment in the chat room. Let us know you're here. We want to have a conversation with you guys. So feel free to let us know if you got any feedback to what we're saying. We're going to get to y'all. We're going to have y'all questions and whatever y'all saying on the screen. We're going to be responding to y'all. So just let us know what y'all are here. And definitely like this video. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Episode 12, Sitting on 22s. Mitch, what you got?
So let's talk a little bit about the whole phenomenon or the topic of masculinity and fragile masculinity. So I'm not sure what the dictionary or the whatever defines it as, but to me, fragile masculinity is something like doing stuff that a man should do and not doing shit that a man traditionally doesn't do. You get what I'm saying, guys?
Hey, you gotta elaborate a little more. Yeah,
I got you. Let me get you the Urban Dictionary real quick. Okay. It can be used for someone who tries too hard to fit the male stereotypes in fear of looking too feminine in front of society.
Exactly. There we go. That's perfect. Exactly. So I'm thinking about stuff like, I don't know, like how like you're close with your bros, right? Like, would you ever, if you've seen your homeboy for the first time in a while, would you ever give him a kiss on the cheek?
That's a hard no from me.
I kissed all y'all on the cheek. Come on.
Is that out of fear? Is that out of fear of stepping over that boundary from the masculine to the feminine side, or is that just a personal preference?
Do girls kiss each other on the cheek? Like,
yeah, they do.
Are you talking about like a cheek touch type thing?
Like a little peck, like a little smooch,
like that, or like a cheek touch.
No. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've been there before. You know, it's just a moment of love, pure love. It's all out of pure love. You know, it's nothing wrong about it.
If you got the hug, you dap up. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
Are you hugging your bros? Are you hugging your bros?
Of course.
Yeah,
I'm talking 2-arm hugs.
Yeah, I mean,
it depends on the circumstances.
Might need to be a special occasion.
The dap up is in there somewhere. Maybe it's dap, and then you know, like.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be a dap first? Why can't we just go in and just grab ass?
I don't know. I don't know where
that was never on the table, bro. That was never on the table.
Girls do it all the time.
There's double standards here, though, at least in that regard.
Exactly. Girls be like grabbing ass. They be grabbing each other's ass.
Girls get drunk and make out with each other. And it's
exactly. You making out with the bros? I'm kissing the shit out you niggas.
Nigga missed so weird.
Nah, you brought a Capone and that Taylor Port. I'm cool.
I'm kissing the fuck out you, Austin. So you can't stop this.
Nah, that's a pearly white.
Hey, yo, bro.
Look, man. I think it all comes down to that fine line of, oh, I ain't gay. I'm thorough, nigga. Da, 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 da. You know, I think it comes down to being comfortable in your own skin and your own sexuality. You get what I'm saying? Like, you niggas have known me for the better part of my existence, almost. You know, y'all niggas know I'm not with that. There's nothing wrong with that, though, if you are with that. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm straight. So stuff like that, like, I'm not gonna grab your ass either. I think that's weird.
I feel like it's just like a thing of comfortability. Like, that would be really uncomfortable if one of my niggas just kissed me on the cheek. Just
yeah, like
just super casual. Like it would be like, okay.
It's like, when did we start doing this, nigga?
Like a kiss is like that's romance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I get it if it's like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't seen my mans in a while, you know, it's all love or whatever. Or say like we drunk in the club or something like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, bruh, you come out the bathroom like, bruh, I love you, bro. Give him a hug, dap him up, give him a little peck on the cheek. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. Of course.
You've been there.
You've been there with the peck on the cheek?
I mean, I probably didn't do it myself, but I've had it like done to me. And I was like, okay, I mean, you know.
Judgment free zone.
In a moment.
I think that friendship, that level of friendship is something that I haven't unlocked yet. So you guys, next time that we link up, be aware. I'm kissing niggas on the cheeks. I'm kissing niggas on the cheeks, nigga. We're going all the way. I've never
give me them cheeks, nigga.
Yeah, come here.
Oh, nah.
Put them right here. But yeah, man. I agree with you, Def. I mean, you know, but when your mans kiss you on your cheek,
that would definitely catch me off guard. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, we doing that now, you know? What situation would you guys kiss me on my cheek?
If you were dead.
If you
like, if I was like saying something and I needed to kiss you, maybe on the forehead, like right there.
Not on the cheek. Kiss me on the cheek, at least, nigga.
Touch your cheekbone. Why I gotta touch your cheekbone?
There's only one circumstance Austin's kissing you on the cheek, nigga. It's if you die.
Oh, bucks, bro.
I mean, let me tell you. Yeah.
No, go ahead, Dev.
No, I was just saying, like, I mean, like I said, like if it's in like a setting where it's just like very high energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, say like we I don't.
It sounds like ecstasy.
Yeah, I don't know. Say I don't know.
Ecstasy and that happens.
Say we're performing at like a show or something like that, and we just thrashed it out, you know, and like we're just high off life. You know what I'm saying? And this is gonna sound kind of gay.
Yeah, like, I feel so good.
I know what you're saying. That happens like,
you know what I'm saying, like, bro.
Like a movie where some guy gets super hyped and then like
honestly, I'm pretty sure
by the head and like kisses his cheek. You've seen that before.
I'm pretty sure one of us has kissed each other before. I'm just gonna say that. I'm pretty sure somebody's kissed somebody.
You can rule me out right now, so
somebody's kissed somebody. In the heat of the moment, somebody's kissed four of us. Somebody's kissing somebody. All right.
That was you and the one that shall not be named. That's who did that.
Oh, come on, never. Maybe.
But no, I feel like the only circumstance would probably be like, not the only circumstance. It would be like, it had to be like some like really exciting news. Like, I don't even know. Like you just won $1 million.
Oh, you passed your ACT, nigga. You gotta.
Nah, nigga, that's like regular life. That's like regular shit. I'm talking about like some like you just bought a fucking I don't even know, like a business.
Something crazy happened. That was
something
like,
crazy, yeah, like some crazy circumstances, and it's like
you're extremely elated. Yeah, you could kiss someone because they're.
I'm gonna
like,
give you a
still
kiss
happy.
right now.
hey,
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's like the
Grammy.
same thing. Like, yeah, win a Grammy, you know what I'm saying? Say we win a Grammy, right? And then like we go, I don't know, backstage or we leave and we're just like super pumped. It's like, bro, and we got the Grammy because like, you know what I'm saying? We both put like time and effort and so much work into this and we're proud of each other, that sort of thing. And this is still gonna sound gay, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You embrace after like a moment, like it's like, bro, yeah, bro, I fucking love you, bro. I love you so much. I could kiss you right now. You give him a little peck, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta make out with the nigga, but normalize being able to not only hug, but just kiss the bros. Why not?
Hey, next time, if you're listening to this right now, next time you see your niggas, I dare you to kiss at least one of them niggas on the face.
You can't kiss only one. Like you can't just pick one, bro. You're gonna kiss.
Yeah, you gotta go down the line.
You gotta go down the line.
You're like, mwah, 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 mwah. Fuck out of here. But to indulge to dive a little bit more into the masculinity, the fragile masculinity thing. How do you guys feel about men getting like manicures and pedicures and hair dyes and stuff that is associated generally with the feminine side of things?
I feel like it comes down to how most of society for a long time portrayed how men are supposed to act. Like I don't know how many times you probably heard like man up, be a man, quit your crying, like life's tough, that kind of shit. And I guess emotions in general are kind of tied to, not to say to, I guess that's a generalization, but these are generalizations that I guess emotions are more out there, at least for women. At least they portray it more. And,
right.
We can break that down scientifically, but I think fragile masculinity comes down to, that whole man up personality or man up mantra, if you will. That's like, you need to be a man, like quit, you need to take care of your shit kind of thing. Like, I
mean, but like, what is being like a man or like, toughening up have to do with like getting like a manicure or a pedicure? You feel me?
Well, hold on. So on the pedicure part, so I got sidetracked on that. I think that's fine. You can do whatever you want. There's a lot of gamblers and like poker players that they'll get their like nails pedicured before they go play. Because like everyone's eyes are towards your cards. They're all looking at your fingers.
On your hands.
That's a normal thing.
My hands would be dirty as a motherfucker.
I mean, you can treat yourself like look good, feel good. Like that's the thing that I try to live by. Pay for yourself. Everybody deserves like a relaxing day. Treat yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself. Never cheat yourself.
You gotta love yourself, man. I mean, fucking shit. I grew up. My dad, he got fucking manicures and pedicures like from time to time. So like, it was always just a pretty normal thing for me for dudes to get manicures and pedicures. I never really saw anything wrong with it. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah, man, I want my shit to be glistening too. And you know what? Girls like it when your nails is glistening, fellas.
I mean, you don't want your shit to be fucked up. Your nail bed is all jacked up and shit, bitten.
Yeah, looking all nasty. I hate it when niggas be biting their nails and shit, and them shits look like clubs. Them shits is nasty.
I've never understood like biting nails. Like, what's the point? Like, what is that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
this is nasty.
Cut it out, bro.
Why are you biting your nails? First of all, there's dirt under there.
So what do y'all think? What do y'all think about like niggas that get their eyebrows done?
There's nothing wrong with that. It's the equivalent. Think about it. Like it's the equivalent.
I mean, what if you got eyebrows that are like, caterpillars crawling across your face? You got to keep that shit together.
I mean, but you're a grown ass man.
you gotta own that shit at some point.
I feel like getting your eyebrows done is like pretty much on the same level as like getting like your hair shaped up, getting a shape up. You know what I'm saying? It's hair on your face, hair on your head. So why not shape it up too?
I'm here for the grooming, man. If you're getting your eyebrows and your nose hairs and all that shit, nigga, in your asshole, you're getting waxes. You know any niggas who get waxes? Do niggas be getting waxes?
Yeah,
I'm sure it's
imagine getting your bikini line wax, nigga, like they going in your asshole with the
that's a little far.
And just ripping it out.
That's what you're doing.
You get ready. You get ready to toot it and boot it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, I mean I get my asshole waxed if I felt like it.
If you felt like
you've never
it,
felt
right,
like
you
it,
never felt like it though. I never even thought about it. Never crossed your mind.
Yeah, the thought never even. Like what?
I never thought about doing it before. But if I was to meet a shorty who was like, "Yo,
Wax that
your
joint.
your ass hair is
Yo, you need to wax that joint.
wax your ass." I'd be like, "Damn, all right, I'm gonna wax my ass. I'm gonna wax that ass."
I feel like waxing is extreme though. Like it'd be one thing to shave that joint, but like waxing that takes you to
I'm gonna cut my ass. If I cut my ass, shitting for the next 2 weeks is gonna be rough. So I'd rather just go ahead and do it.
Exactly. From a technical standpoint, if you're gonna shave it, you may as well cut out the risk.
Yeah.
Pay somebody to do it.
Hey, go ahead.
Go ahead on and lather it up
You got
and rip it down. Yes, sir.
a joint is staring you in your asshole. That's crazy.
Since we're talking about it, guys, raise your hand if you would get your asshole waxed if your girl asked for it.
Sure.
Sure.
If my girl asked for it, I mean, yeah, why not? It's like, well, I don't know.
Definitely.
Have y'all ever had like someone put the wax on your arm? Yeah, exactly. Or anything like that.
I know
shit
it's gonna
hurts.
hurt. It's gonna hurt.
Pain, anguish, suffering.
Basketball players be shaving their underarms, don't they? Because like whenever I see them like shoot or something, their arms be clean.
I never noticed that.
It's all perfect.
Next time, look at LeBron James underarms next time. Would you give LeBron James a kiss on the cheek after he won a championship?
I trim my armpit hair
Reach,
sometimes.
man.
My shit be getting long as hell.
I'm kissing LeBron James' cheek, nigga.
He'd have to bend down.
LeBron, Cleveland.
If he hugged you, your face would be like in his stomach. Like that shit would be uncomfortable as hell.
On my tippy toes. That's how you know you a hoe.
You're still not gonna get there.
Oh, come on. You right.
I'm
gonna jump then. I'm gonna jump.
Reek says the most he does to his eyebrows is wash them. Respect, bro. Respect.
Respect, because I don't even do that. I don't even think about washing my eyebrows.
Yeah, you wash your face, don't you? Yeah, so you wash your eyebrows.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How often y'all wash your face?
Every day. Got to.
What is that?
Sean
Every day? Everybody every day? Okay. That's impressive.
How often do you wash your face?
Oh, yeah.
Every day. Yeah. Every day.
Of course.
Yeah, every day. Yeah. What y'all said? Because it's nasty, but no, yeah. Wash it every day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you take a shower every day, right?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. Quarantine and all. Every day.
Of course. Day in, day out.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm still washing up. Yeah, of course.
Sean says, but would you let someone cut your hair with only 2 fingers? That is a hard no for me.
Yeah, you got to pass the eye test, and that's not doing it for me.
Imagine nigga like that.
Like ripping the fuck out the clippers, yo.
You know how much strength you gotta have in these people.
And you know how like sometimes they like rest their hand, like they rest the part of their hand like on your head. Like nah, this shit.
Bro, I'd be looking at this shit like 2 antennas, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Oh, he also says, what about sex with a partner, but they have no limbs?
Hey, that's like catching a rockfish. They don't really fight. You're dragging a tire through the water when you're reeling that shit up, man.
But does she got some ass on her?
She got no limbs. All ass. She 50% ass if she got some ass on her.
She said she 50% ass. I mean, if she 50% ass, that's a lot of ass.
That's a lot of ass.
You really got to consider. I mean, it's easy to say no. It's easy to say no, but until the opportunity, I mean, because that's a cool story to tell. Be like, yo, yeah, we done hit some jaints from clubs and from different areas and different states and shit. But y'all niggas ain't never hit a jaint with no arms or legs.
Is that a flex? That's not a flex, bro.
That's a flex. That's like hitting a midget. It's like hitting a midget. It's like, I did that. What's next?
Is that a flex?
It is a flex because it's like you niggas
like
didn't do it. I've done it.
It's a story to tell.
It's a story to tell, of course, sure. But like, is it a story that you openly tell, that you go out of your way to tell?
Yes.
You gonna tell it to all?
Doesn't happen. Oh yeah, I hit a paraplegic. She's not even paraplegic. She's just allegic. She's just allegic.
Yeah,
She ain't even got the para.
Some niggas gonna look at you like, damn, bro, you took advantage of that joint. Like some
right? Like, how could they fight back?
And see, that's the problem with the world now. Niggas just can't be fucking. It's always gotta be a stipulation. Oh yeah, you fucked her, but I bet you coerced her. Get the fuck out of here.
This nigga Mitch said normalize fucking girls with no limbs.
like I'm gonna just carry her, just throw her over your shoulder. Just throw her over your shoulder.
No, hold on. If you're already meeting someone that's got no limbs, they have a tricked out fucking chair. I'll tell you that much. So they can come with you.
That would throw me off. That would throw me off.
It would though, because they move it like with their mouth. My older brother used to like do repairs on those, and like they like blow into tubes and stuff, like and move their neck just to move it. It's quite interesting, but yeah, I can't say that like, disgusting. Damn, I'm about to fuck you now because like your parents.
Like, how are you even,
bro? Target acquired.
Yeah, you got
50% ass.
That's gonna come with a lot of questions. if you tell me you fucking a paraplegic, I got a lot of questions for you, bro.
Yeah, you would have to hoist her out of the chair, like.
In your face.
I am not built for that.
I am not paraplegic. Normalizing having no limbs. Yeah.
Normalize having no limbs.
See that
girls and men with no limbs need sex too and love.
That combo of emojis is exactly how Mitch looks. Eyes, lip, eyes.
That's actually very accurate. I do look a lot like that. I just looked at myself and I can't be mad about that one. I do look like eyes and nose. I'm fucking a bitch with no arms and legs. And I know Slim's doing it too. Slim's capping right now. I know about Slim. No. I know about you. We get down with the whole thing. I mean, it's all chest and back. Damn, it's crazy. You all front and back, baby girl. You ain't got no bottom or top, nigga. It's just left and right. Flip it over, flip it close. I'm fucking.
It would be so much on your mind, bro. Like while you're doing,
like, bro, like how could you even focus on getting hard for that? Like what?
Yeah, you're.
I mean, we said she's 50% ass.
You said what?
I mean, come on, 50% ass. Right?
So that means this nigga Mitch is gonna roll her over. She's gonna be stuck there. Like
I'm gonna be like flip, bam. Flip that bitch over like a hot pocket. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with a sleeve? Hell yeah. Just put her in a sack and like, all right, fuck that. Put her in a sack and like look her around. Put her back like that.
Hey,
that should be hard, nigga.
Oh no.
But yeah, man. So I don't know how we got on this from fragile masculinity.
That sounds like a skit, like you're.
I mean, lugging a fucking paraplegic over your back and like that's hilarious. Like why
are you putting them in the bag to begin with? They got a chair, a motorized chair. You could probably go up and down the stairs.
Hey, they got
Could you imagine putting a 27-year-old woman in a bag and like flipping her over your shoulder? And like walking with her like you're the fucking Grinch or something. This shit would be hilarious. But look,
you're the Hamburglar at that point.
Yeah, and that might be a fetish.
Yeah.
Okay, so that I might need to work on myself. But let me tell you something. What we need to work on as a people is stop condemning males for being quote unquote in tune with their feminine side. If they don't do something, if they don't do something that's in the social norm or whatever, and it's a little bit, quote unquote gay or homosexual. To me, being homosexual means that you're attracted to men. And I think that there's a thin line or a fine line that, you're like treading when you do certain things, I guess, by the social standard. But all in all, at the end of the day, be who you are. And even if you are gay, if that's something that, you are, that's don't let, I think there's a negative connotation with being gay, So
if that's how black and white people make it, like it's all so polarizing. It's like you're different, like in this weird way. Oh, you must be gay.
Exactly.
Like it's okay to, for lack of better terms, be colorful. I know that's kind of a pun there, but like it's okay to show emotion. Like you got to work through that just like everybody else. And if you keep it down, that's not the way it's going to come out eventually, and it's going to be bad at that point.
Be yourself, man. Be yourself and enjoy the things that you enjoy thoroughly. Do not let people tell you that, oh, that's not, you shouldn't do that, nigga. Fuck them other people. Do what you want to do, man. And that's tip off part 2 with Mitch, because those are my tips for being in tune with your metrosexual self. Yeah. Emotions. There we go. Yeah. Shouts out to you, Austin.
Emotions.
That made me think of Bernie Mac when he's like, if somebody tells you to not be yourself, fuck them.
Exactly. Be yourself at all times, man. All costs. Fuck what they got to say. This nigga Slim is wearing a goddamn. What you got on today, man? Is that a goddamn quarter zip Nike?
Nice day to wear a Nike sweater.
You got on the quarter zip in the house, nigga. I know. Please too. This nigga be cold, nigga. This nigga anemic. I don't know no real niggas that's anemic. Go ahead to the next subject, Def.
All right, so today we got a little bit of mob mail in. This one comes from our good buddy Cal. Shout out Cal. I know she's watching now with a couple of other good friends of the show. She says, for this week's question, what is the weirdest experience y'all have had with a stranger, if you can remember? So we talked about this a little bit before we went live. And I was one of the people who couldn't necessarily remember anything off the top of my head, but I do know there was a couple stories to be told by a couple of my other guys here. So whichever you guys on the bottom there wants to go first, let me know right about now.
I can start.
All right, awesome. Weirdest experience with a stranger.
All right. I guess it'll be an individual stranger, but you'll see how it's kind of a group of strangers. This story takes place in Jersey Shore, which I don't know if I'm going back after this, but it was I don't know how many years ago, probably 3, maybe more at this point. We went up for one of my fiance's friend's birthday. She actually lives up in Jersey. So we're going to Jersey Shore. We get this kind of like little condo hotel room kind of thing. Like, I don't know. I want to say like 10 people packed in like one room kind of thing. Like we were just sleeping. Like we weren't doing anything else there. Right.
Right.
So we get there and I'll be honest. I mean, Mallory went to WVU. Like a lot of those people she partied with, they party very hard, like drinking nonstop all day. Like I'm talking test tube Burnett shots at like 8 a.m. Like
most of them got a problem.
That is not a lot. Some of them who actually are in this story still do that kind of stuff to this day. They handle their shit, but it's not the life for me. Can't handle that anymore. But anyways, so we go there, and just to set the stage, we're in one basically. You know how the rooms at some hotels, like the ones that are just the outside entrances, the doors to each, like if they're like on either side of each other, they're really close, like the doors, you know. So we were in the one, and we're there for the first day drinking like crazy. People pass out, and one guy, there's 2 Pauls in this story. One of them was Gay Paul, and he got extremely drunk, so drunk to the point where there were some black people outside in the street, and I wasn't there for this, but apparently he started belligerently screaming the N-word, and that's how it starts, right? And they beat the shit out of him. So in the street, that's what happened. And coincidentally, those same guys, and I guess some girls with them as well, booked the room right next to us the next day, right? So everyone was freaking out at first. Oh my God. But he was a man about it. He went over and said he's sorry. Like, that's not me. I was drunk as shit. I don't even remember doing all that. He's like, I'll remember because my lip is still busted, that kind of stuff. And they're like, oh, no, it's cool. So they come into our place with doors open, whatever. And we just start drinking, just like it's any other day that we're there. We're partying. We're having a good time. It's this girl's birthday. We're drinking. And at first I noticed that nobody had a real name. Everyone was like, I'm A Boogie. Like nobody had like Chris or or Kevin, no nothing like that. But whatever, I don't care. We're having a good time. You're cool. You're cool. I'm cool. One of them was literally named Dave Boogie. But
oh my god,
we're cool and whatever. It's fine. And I didn't notice it till a little bit later, but all of them have a piece of red on them. One guy's got red like gym shorts on, no shirt. Okay, what I don't care. We're at the beach, whatever. And one guy who seems like everybody is talking to him, like at least from his friends. He's got on like full Chicago Bulls at like sweatsuit, like bright red.
Got
hat,
him.
Bulls hat.
I wonder what he is.
The sweatpants, everything. And I was like, I didn't even think anything of it. We were just drinking. And he's sitting on the end of the bed, and this white guy named Brendan, he's like this big, tall, like gets way too messed up still to this day. But he goes, oh, so are you a Bulls fan? And he just looks him dead in the face. He goes, no, I'm just a blood. He's like, oh, okay. And we didn't think anything of it. Whatever. I mean, you can do whatever you want in your spare time. We're just hanging out, like drinking. Cool. Everybody's
it's a full-time
cool.
job.
And the best part goes. So we're drinking with them for a couple hours, and one guy is out on the porch or the balcony, right? And he's one of the more loudmouth guys. He's from New York. He has a great time. He's got the accent, all of that, right? And he likes to party. He is yelling down, almost like catcalling a girl walking by, right? And he's yelling down like, "Hey, baby, what you doing? Blah blah blah. Like, you want to come up here? We can drink, smoke. I don't know, like maybe do a little cocaine." And I shit you not, as soon as he said cocaine, like undercover cops popped up from the stairwell and were like, cocaine? Literally. And they come and snag him, take him away. They come inside, they grab the guy in the Bulls, like sweat, like joggers, take him away. And since they took him away, like we didn't know what was going on. And so everybody from their side, like these people we just met, were like, oh, who's snitching? Like he's snitching. We're just like, we ended up leaving, but we found out that these like police officers, these undercover guys, had been like a stakeout for like weeks, like waiting for this guy. He was actually a cocaine dealer, and they were waiting for someone to say the word cocaine so they could go in and arrest him, essentially.
That's crazy.
Imagine how fucking stupid you could be. Like,
we didn't think it was that bad. Like, yeah, some shit happened, right? And we're like, all right, we're gonna go down the boardwalk. We'll get some pizza, like do some shit like elsewhere. And then
so
we'll come back. We definitely a little bit. No, we didn't have our own room. Like it was like literally 10 people in one. Like falling on a budget. But
shit, you said how many was in one room? 10?
Like 10, yeah. There was like two queen beds and a bathroom, and everyone.
Yeah, was just... big floor. Nigga said 2 queen beds and a bathroom.
That's it. That was like 4 people a bed almost. Yeah, it was
about 5 cots in that bitch.
It was terrible. That's what it was. It was fucking horrible.
But after we got back from like trying to like go out somewhere else, like not be around all that mess, like their friends were like hanging out, like like who snitched, like what the fuck y'all, what did he say? Because they took the guy who said the word cocaine like away, and they questioned him separately, so they thought he snitched because they still took that main Bulls guy away. So we eventually decided it was a good idea to just leave. Just
that was the best interest. Because if it was me,
who knows? If it was got on the phone that we're coming to like we're like, you know what, we're out.
They were coming for you, Austin. Because let me tell you something.
For that
if it was me, I would have been like, it was this nigga. And we're going to get him.
I was trying to buy cocaine, sir.
Yeah, you snitched on this motherfucker. We're going to get you.
The crazier part was that guy from New York who said the word cocaine. He eventually came back and was in the bathroom, and he's from New York, right? I don't really know too much about his backstory, but I literally heard him on the phone yelling at someone that apparently he called. He was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You're not coming down here? Like all those goddamn like rims I stole for you back in the day, blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh, like you guys were jacking cars, like running a chop shop?" And he's like, "Fuck you," and like was slamming the doors and like slammed some other shit. And like one of the cops was walking by, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on in here?" Like. He was like, "Oh, like what?" We're like, "Okay, this is getting a little too much for me."
Hey, these niggas was standing at the Radisson.
Nah, for real. Motel 6.
Did the cops ask you all questions then?
I think they did, but we were just like, yeah, we don't know anything. Like we just were like drinking with them, like not giving a shit in the world, like. But they took what's his name away, questioned him. And then they took the main guy away. I don't know if they questioned anybody else on their side, but But yeah, they were like, "Who snitched? Who snitched?" They're like, we're gonna get you, blah blah blah. No, let's just call it a day.
Oh,
All right.
so I kind of got a story a little similar, kinda, not really, but just a little bit on the subject matter technically. So me and an unnamed friend, we stumble into, let's say, Brixton nightclub on U Street.
This nigga's favorite spot.
So you go to Brixton, you just happen to be there.
let's just say we just happen to be in Brixton. And my charismatic, I'm not gonna say charismatic, my better looking friend, I'm the one with the charisma. My better looking friend went off to talk to another girl, right? Who was kind of like with another girl who I tried to talk to at the time, and she curved me at the time. I remember you. I'll never forget you, bitch. So when I get on and you try and hit me up, I probably won't curve you because you're still fine as hell.
Left it on red.
Oh my god, she's so fine. But anyway,
no,
I was about to. I was about to. You almost had me. But shit, I still kind of want to, but I'm not going to. Anyways,
drop that.
Oh, double down on it. It's nope.
Scary.
No. Oh, I'm scary now. I'm scary. It's Rocket Girl. Her name is her not her at name, but it's Rocket Girl. Oh, Slim just made those eyes because you remember who I'm talking about. Because it's you. You're the good looking friend, obviously. So my good looking friend's talking to the home girl, right? And I'm trying to talk to Rocket Girl. I'm like, oh, Rocket Girl, I know you. I follow you on Twitter. Da 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 da. And like we were vibing at first, but she ended up curving me. Whatever. Long story short, that she has nothing to do with the story. But shouts to you, Rocket Girl. You're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna get you one day. I'm not gonna get you. Okay, so we're at Brixton, and so I get curved by Rocket Girl, and I'm sitting at the table with one of my other friends. He's still talking to the girl or whatever, right? Yeah. So two girls walk up to me, and they're like, they come up to me, they tap me on my shoulder. I turn around, they're like, "Hey, do you have any Coke? any blow?" And ironically enough, I found it in my heart to lie to these bitches.
I found it in my heart.
I found it in my heart to be like, of course, yes, of course. Yes. I was like, yeah, I know a nigga with that on him right now. So I walk over to my better looking friend, and I ask him, I'm like, hey man, you know anybody with that thing on him? And he like, yeah, da da da. He like, this nigga said, yeah.
That's inaccurate. Yeah.
He said, yeah. This nigga said, yeah. Just tell him, yeah. Because at this point, we were just going to be like, let's just see where this goes. Let's fuck with him, right? That's what we do. We're trolls. So I'm like, all right, cool. You can indulge in this lie. We're gonna play along. So I go back over to the crackhead, and I tell her, yeah, you know, we got somebody. We go get him, meet up with you, you know, let's chill, you know, until then. Somewhere in the night, you know, everybody's chilling. He's still talking to whoever, you know, my better looking friend. I'm talking to the crackhead. Somewhere, me and her we start having a romantic relationship. And by romantic, I mean we start tonguing each other down in the middle of Brixton. At this point, it's 1:30 in the morning, and I am tongue kissing a crackhead.
On the dance floor.
And you know what's fucked up? I think Rocket Girl would have gave me some play, but she saw me kissing the crackhead. so she was totally off of me. Long story short, we ended up going to the crackhead spot, you know, chilling with her. She ends up telling this long story about how like her parents are like paying for like her condo and some more shit. And like she's like a screw up in life and she's been arrested a few times and some more shit. And we're like, oh yeah, by the way, we don't have any coke, so we just leave. It's just awkward. I don't even know. We spent mad money in an Uber to get to her crib. Nothing happens. I don't even know. It was, but you know what? Fuck you, Slim, because I'm gonna put you out there. Obviously, Slim's my best, the good looking friend. This nigga Slim says, I got an idea. Whenever Slim says that he has an idea, Slim does not have an idea. Slim does not have an idea. So if this nigga tells you that, do not listen to him. His ideas always have a dead end. So yeah, my stranger encounter was with a crackhead, and I kissed her, and yeah, and Slim, it's really Slim's fault.
No,
yeah.
It's definitely not. This nigga walked up to me, whispered in my ear. He was like, "Yo, pretend we got coke." And I was like, "What?" This nigga was like, "Yo, pretend we got coke." This girl wants to know.
That's not true. Why would I say that? Why would I say pretend we have coke? She wasn't even around us. Nigga, I said, "Nigga, don't you know somebody who got some?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, all right, bet. So I'm gonna tell this bitch that you know somebody, and we'll go from there. And he was like, yeah, just tell her we know somebody. And he said, we'll go from there. You literally said that we'll figure it out, and we did not figure it out, nigga. We did not figure it out. So yeah, fuck you.
Nah, we got two different stories on that one, bro.
Well, mine's the truth and yours is the lie, nigga. You're lying. What? The fuck out of here.
Man, shout out to y'all, dog. Shout out to y'all for those amazing stories. That was fucking hilarious. This nigga Mitch said he was in the middle of Brixton's tucking down a crackhead at 1:30 bro. Dog, you know what's crazy? Like I feel like leaving DC that late and like going back home, it almost feels like a walk of shame. You know, you driving home, you passing the Capitol building at like 2 a.m. It's like, oh damn. I ain't supposed to be out here.
I've actually been there. I've been there
multiple times. It's like
multiple times, man.
I'm dirty.
I hope that U Street goes back to what it was at one point. You know, like eventually.
Who knows? At this point, I don't know.
Always move forward.
Yeah.
How to let it go back.
Yeah. Who knows? But we're going to go ahead and move forward in tonight's show. Thank you guys for listening to Sitting on 22's episode 12, listening or watching on YouTube, listening afterwards on SoundCloud. Yeah, we appreciate all you guys for coming through. If you're watching now, make sure you like this video. Make sure you like the video. Stop what you're doing and like this YouTube video. It helps us out a ton. So if you could do that for us, that'd be awesome. All right, cool. So next, want to transition into a little bit more of a intellectual, deeper topic. There's been some talk lately about white actors, like voice actors, stepping down from playing black characters in like animated films and like TV shows and stuff like that. And there's been a couple notable ones. There was a white actor who was voicing that character Cleveland from Family Guy and the Cleveland Show who stepped down. Also somebody from The Simpsons who was, voicing, I think, an Indian guy in the show. Yeah, stepped down from there. And then there was one from actually Bob's Burgers. One of the black girls was voiced by a white actor. So, and this has all come to light in recency of the George Floyd and like the recent, rioting and stuff like that was happening probably about a month ago or so. But I just kind of want to get you guys' take on like, what do you guys think about like white actors like now, like in the context of like what's going on right now? What do you think about them stepping down from like their roles as like voicing black characters? Because they've been doing it for so long. So do you think it's like important for them to like step down from those roles and like try to let, black voice actors get in there now and try to take over those roles? What do you guys think about that?
I feel like given the context of everything that's happening right now, I think like that's like completely missing the point. Like, I mean, sure, that's like a noble thing to do for the white people that were hired to play people of color, but it's like the point that we want equality and we want fucking like systematic racism to stop. So I feel like it was just like kind of just like they're missing the point. Like, because they're like, okay, like we're quitting our job as the fucking voice actor, now be happy. Like, it's like that doesn't really do anything. in the grand scheme of things.
It came from a good place where I think a lot of these things start from, where people are some people are struggling what do they need to do, but just like you were saying, I think it's like it's missing the point. Like no one asked for that to happen. I think if you were breaking it down, you want the best person for that role, whoever wrote that role, to play that character's perfectly. If you're gonna like break it down to like its base element, but I
Right.
mean, I guess some people would have said like that. I guess that character should be played by the same ethnicity to give it that same kind of context. But
I mean, it's still being written by a white person, though. At the end of the day,
exactly. I mean, they could have people helping, but you don't know all the entire context, so it's kind of like it's. I guess it's nice in the sense that they're thinking they don't want to take away an opportunity from a black person from playing a black cartoon or character in that regard. But once again, I think it's from a good place, but they're just missing the point. It's no one asked for that. Like, okay, but there's still these police brutalities going on. Like, no one asked that Cleveland person to step down.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the same thing with like if you look at the NBA and how they were saying that they were going to allow players to like put like quotes and like phrases to support like minorities on the back of their jerseys instead of having their last names. And somebody like recently, like LeBron James, the best player in the world, arguably, he came out and said that like he's not gonna put like a Black Lives Matter or an I can't breathe or like a some sort of like quote like that on his jersey. He's just going to have his name because it doesn't really like co-align with like his mission. And I think what he meant by that was like to Slim's point and Austin's point, like that's not really doing anything. The mission really is to create equality and put everybody on an even playing field, and seeing that on the back of LeBron James's jersey. Yes, it may, of course it's going to create a story. There's going to create, there's going to be pictures, millions of pictures taken of them, and it's going to spread awareness, I guess. But at the end of the day, it just seems like they're nitpicking. And I think like and when I say they, I mean like just, I guess you could say white people,
people in power,
like doing something like that, like stepping down from like your role as like a voice actor of a black character. It's not really doing anything, but it's kind of like, okay, I'll do this. It's not really like it's not something that's going to like harm me. It's not something that's going to negatively affect me too much in any way. So I can just kind of throw this at you and see if you guys will be happy with that. It's like throwing a bone almost, It's not really something that's really, really going to help you out in the long run. It's just something to like, kind of like quick instant satisfaction. Like, oh, they're stepping down. That's great. Now a black actor can go in there and play that or, whatever. That's just what I think about it, though.
I think it's a perfect reflection of like how this. I guess we can generalize it and call it like woke culture, which people want inclusion, which is good, but it's like sooner or later, like there's no middle ground when they're debating these kinds of topics. So I feel like in some regards, maybe those actors who are voicing these characters are thinking, you know what, like I'm gonna go out on my own terms. Like I'm not going to, get to a point where it's decided by most people that, hey, you shouldn't, if you're white, you should not be voicing, a character of color. So they're like, I'm taking it in my own hands. I'm getting out before it comes to be a negative thing on me, and I'm like forced out. They're like going out on their own free will. Does that make sense?
I guess what you're saying is like people are afraid of like that cancel culture catching up with them eventually. And that's just something that like I don't really like cancel culture and all that. I think it's very forced a lot of the time, and it's not really warranted. Yeah, it's not really warranted. I feel like a lot of the time or most of the time. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're right there. People want to kind of like get it before it gets them. Yeah. So, but fuck that. Like, yeah, bro, it's not really helping anything at the end of the day. And I don't like, I just don't think that the internet should have that much power, over individuals. Like,
that's the problem. I mean, think about like before social media, like now everything is written down. I can search all of your tweets and see what kind of words you said, people back in the day, if they were drunk and bullshitting, saying some crazy things, who knows what somebody said. And they've been like, damn, dude, do you really fucking feel that way? Like, nah, man, like I was drunk as shit. All right, we're cool. But it's written down. And somebody somewhere who was never, in, near you when you were tweeting this or whatever can take that completely out of context. They could take a snippet from this podcast completely out of context,
And they already have They already have. I've already been pinged once for calling women the B word or hoes.
And that was live.
We have fun though. Look, okay. Anyways, so look, this is what I'm gonna say. So the thing about the LeBron James thing, I get what you're saying, Def. I I'm kind of on the fence with it because I see the other side too. Because it's like LeBron James is the biggest name in sports right now, right or wrong? Right. Okay, cool. So, who's the biggest name in sports?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, but LeBron is the king of the NBA right now. Like he's just
Patrick Mahomes. Get the fuck out of here.
he's got $500 million, young.
I mean, he's paid. He's paid. Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about the richest nigga, but I mean, LeBron James is like, y'all niggas is corny. All right. No, y'all niggas is being corny. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, because he got 500 mil. Yeah, we know. Okay, so anyways, LeBron's the biggest name in sports right now. You niggas know that. So regardless of what he just said,
started a new media company with somebody. They did like 100 million worth of like they just
exactly. Yeah, I can't remember his name. I can't remember who he did it with, but yeah, you're right. He did just do that. Shouts out to Nick Cannon too. I feel bad for what he's going through, man. I hope that he gets picked up by somebody or whatever. But anyways, so
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll get into that next. But LeBron is the biggest name in sports, arguably. How much do you think it would mean to a young nigga coming up seeing the biggest name in sports wearing something like Black Lives Matter on his jersey or some type of social, nuance or whatever on his back, like just having like that that he's standing for something, like I think it's kind of weird for him not to take the opportunity, because he's never gonna have the opportunity again to be able to put something like that on his jersey. And I mean, it may not mean nothing in the grand scheme of things, and it might not invoke any change or anything or whatever. But at the end of the day, if we talking about the biggest name in sports, it's like Michael Jordan, nigga. That's like Michael Jordan in his heyday with the Bulls, wearing something, taking the stance when Michael Jordan chose not to take the stance. I can't remember what situation it was. I don't know if it was a Rodney King thing or something where he chose not to like speak on it. If you guys saw the documentary, I can't remember what it was. But he chose, it was something that he chose not to speak on. And LeBron's been very vocal about this whole situation on Twitter. So, in my opinion, or not in my opinion, on the other side's opinion of what you're saying, Dev, is, nigga, if you feel like that, then show it. It's easy to put your own name on a jersey, but if you given a chance to say something and to speak out about something and to stand for something as a man, I think I do think that he should do that. I think he should stand for something. On the other side of things, we've seen what, Austin, to your point, the whole internet thing, like what's the internet's done. I mean, the internet is, like social media has done this, that, and the third, and like giving it too much power. Real quick, look at what social media has done, though. Apparently it has enough power to change the name of the Washington Redskins, because now the Washington Redskins, their shit is changing, like niggas got online, it was complaining about that shit, and now these niggas they just announced, what was that, yesterday or the day before? And I mean, that's something that I couldn't have called. I would have never saw them changing their name, but they're doing it now because niggas put that fire up under them.
It would never have happened if their sponsors were like, hey, like, FedEx, Pepsi, and who else were like,
and their sponsors did it, and their sponsors did it because they saw all the backlash they were getting online.
It all comes down to money. And I want to pose a question to you about the whole, why LeBron's choosing not to, right? So as LeBron is progressing farther in his career, obviously he's getting older, he's getting smarter. He has so much money that he's investing in I don't know how many things, right? And as we know, data is a commodity. Now, I don't know how exactly this would affect things, but like, do you think if we were to crunch the numbers, let's say we're smart enough here to crunch those numbers, there would be any kind of negative hit to any of LeBron's businesses if he were to put something, on the back of his jersey that was, Black Lives Matter?
Oh, obviously, for sure.
So who knows if it's not coming from that standpoint? Maybe he just wants to, we're playing 8 games that are regular season, quote unquote, and then we're going to the playoffs. He definitely wants another chip. He probably is going to want another one after this. So maybe he's just trying to, isolate and get that tunnel vision so he can do what he needs to do. But
I get that, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's fucking LeBron James, bro. Like
totally.
I mean, I feel like youngins are so in touch with like what's going on in society. Like they know that fucking LeBron is doing all these different charitable things. Like he has this whole school on his own. Like he's doing his thing. He's not like against black people in any way. Like you said, he's very vocal in interviews and on social media about like his feelings. So I feel like, I mean, it's just
don't get me wrong.
It's like nitpicky to be like, oh, LeBron, how could you not put Black Lives Matter on your shit?
Yeah, that's
right. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's not the standpoint that I'm trying to take on this. I'm not trying to say, oh, LeBron, if you don't do this, you're wrong. What I'm saying is we're talking about the youngins who are exposed to seeing what LeBron is standing for as a man with the charities and the schools and shit that he's doing that we're aware of because we're online. I'm talking about all the people that are going to see what he's standing for that don't pay attention to the shit that's online. They don't pay attention to social media. That don't follow him on those platforms. I mean, at this point, we have people that are going to be watching him that have no idea what he's doing, probably in a social setting. So for him to step out there and put his neck out there, that's what it's about. That's what it's about to me. It's putting your neck out there as a mogul, as a legend. Exactly. As you know, people look up to you. Put your neck out there, man. Stand up for something. You know, like, yeah, you made all this money already. They can't take you. They can't take that away from you. You have nothing to lose. What? Nike? Nike's going to pull LeBron? Never. Look, Nike. If exactly, they're never going to do that. LeBron is the best player. Arguably, is he, in your own words, the best player of all time? Right.
Yeah,
exactly. So we're not going to pull endorsements from this guy. We're not going to do XYZ because this nigga's standing for something that's socially correct and it's socially sound, you know? So, I mean, I'm not going to condemn him for not doing it. Don't get me wrong. That's not the sense I'm trying to take on this. I'm not saying, oh, LeBron, if you don't do this, I don't fuck with you no more. And you don't stand. I know where LeBron stands, but I'm saying since he has the opportunity, I think it would mean even more if he did take up that opportunity to do something like that. I'm just saying what I would do. If I was him, I would do it. And that's just my opinion.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I definitely feel that, like, you know, just be a symbol, be just you don't have anything to lose. I understand that. But like, when it comes to like, you know, being able to, how do I put this? Show your support for like a movement or for like a demographic of people. You have to be able to do it when things are silent, when things are quiet. You have to be able to do it in the dark, you know? So not just like responding to, you know, a recent police brutality incident. Now I'm going to do this. I'm talking like when he created the I Promise school in Akron for like, you know, underprivileged kids and stuff like that. When, you know, a whole lot of Black Lives Matter stuff wasn't really like, you know, at the forefront of what society was talking about at the time. He just did that. So he put his money where his mouth is. I don't think LeBron has anything left to prove in that sense. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely already like you said, like stuck his neck out there multiple times. And he does it on social media pretty much every chance he gets, you know? And I think that, like I said, I don't think he has anything left to prove. If it were me, would I do it? Probably not. And only because, like, to Austin's point, at the end of the day, I'm an athlete. This is my job. Not only is it my job, this is my passion. It's been my passion. It's been LeBron. I'm speaking as if I'm LeBron. It's been my passion since I was a young boy. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I'm trying to chase these ghosts. I'm trying to chase Kobe Bryant. I'm trying to chase Michael Jordan when it comes to like legacy, you know? So he's got to be locked in. It's just a jersey, but you got to understand that a lot goes into like the psyche of a player that's playing on that level of a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is one of the best in the world. You have to be, and he's playing against the best in the world. So he has to be at the tip top. You know, he can't be really worried about, you know, media outlets, you know, all of them are taking pictures of my jersey, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like anything extra going through his head at the time is probably not going to be something that's going to benefit him while he's playing. And that's why I say like, that's why I say he doesn't have anything left to prove. He's already proved a whole bunch with the I Promise school, you know, for underprivileged children and stuff like that. And, you know, on social media, to Slim's point, he's been very vocal on social media. He has nothing left to prove. And he wants to be locked in for this ring here, this fourth ring that he's going to get. Shout out to the White Claws, the fourth and the fifth ring. You know, maybe he'll get a fifth ring next year, but I think he's locked in right now. And he doesn't really want to like put any distractions, any extra distractions on himself to his psyche. What do you think about that, Slim?
I mean, I think that he is secure in his stance, and I feel like he's a fucking, like you guys said, he's getting older, so it's like he doesn't need, he does. I feel like LeBron doesn't really care what our opinion is. Like if we're saying, hey, do it for the kids, like he's like, I'm already doing so much for the kids. Like you can't tell me to do anything more for the kids. Like
right.
Yeah, so, I do agree that like so much of basketball is mental, and on that level, like you're splitting hairs. But to Mitch's point, I do think that like maybe it's worth it to reach those handful of extra people that might not have, or need to see that symbol. So it's kind of a toss up, but I don't think he's required to do that.
Like, yeah, he's definitely not required. He's not required. But that's the thing, man. It's like I said, me speaking. If it was me, if I stand for something so called, I'm going to take every opportunity that I can in order to show that I stand for the so-called movement or whatever. And I'm not saying a nigga got to put Black Lives Matter or, Breonna Taylor, even though that would be really cool if he did do that. Breonna Taylor. Arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor, by the way, man. Stop being bitches about it. I mean, Nick Cannon just got fired from Viacom, and y'all niggas still got these niggas that are fucking killing black people on payroll. So please start making these cops taking these cops accountable, making these cops accountable for their actions. Yeah, holding these. I'm drunk, but you niggas know what I'm saying. Hold these niggas accountable. Start holding these cops accountable, my nigga, for what they're doing. They are out here blatantly killing us, my nigga. It seems like every day that I'm on Twitter, I see that somebody's talking, or not somebody, I see a fucking cop talking about how they can arrest a nigga or do some shit to a black person or whatever and break their ribs and, take them into custody by beating their motherfucking ass or whatever, and how they take joy into doing that shit. So please start apprehending and fucking firing these fucking officers of the goddamn law, okay? Please, I implore you. Me and my panel implore you, because they stand with me on this. I don't need them to back me up on this, because I already know that they agree with me on this. Please start holding your cops accountable and start arresting these people and firing these motherfuckers. If you can if you can fire Nick Cannon from Viacom and all that shit for saying what he said about whatever, nigga, then you can do this shit for the people that are actually out here killing motherfucking black people in cold blood. So anyways, if I'm LeBron James, I'm putting that shit on my jersey for that exact reason. Because let me tell you something: if a nigga can get arrested or thrown into custody for something as small as signal lights and all the petty shit that we go into custody for, then a motherfucker could go to jail for killing an actual black person or killing an actual human being. It don't even got to be black; it could be any color. If you're killing people, nigga, you need to go to jail. That's my opinion. They unarmed, so yeah, LeBron, you should do that shit. And that's just my opinion. I ain't agree with me.
So you would put Breonna Taylor on the back of your jersey?
Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't I?
Would y'all put another name? Like, would y'all do one of the things that they said, or would y'all leave your regular name?
In a situation like this, of course.
I'm gonna leave my regular name, and I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is, like LeBron do. You know what I'm saying? And I might not do nothing that night. You know what I'm saying? But like maybe the next week or something, like I'm going to do something to make an impact, to make a direct impact. I'm not going to like I'm not going to put it in the air. I'm not going to put something in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like, so people can just like talk about me and, write about me and stuff like that. It's cool to get people talking just by like making a statement, but I want to make a statement by actually making an impact, making a direct change. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
why not do both though?
Why not do both? I mean, it's an awesome sport, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very mental thing. It's a very mental game. Basketball, all sports is very mental, highly mental. So if there's a distraction factor to it. Yeah,
that's the thing, man. That's the thing, man. See, it's hard for me to concentrate right now on what I want to do personally. With everything that's going on around me. With black people being killed in an alarming rate. With coronavirus and all that shit. As an athlete, I feel like at some point you have to think about humanity and how you relate to being a human being at the end of the day, you see the same shit that we see on the TV screens and shit like that. You see the black people getting gunned down on a daily basis for petty reasons. I just find it hard to believe that it inflicts more damage to your mental to not put somebody else's name who's been gunned down or killed by the police on your jersey. I mean, I get it, it's a mental game. I want to be the best in the world, da 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 da. But if you stand for a certain cause, if I put Breonna Taylor on my back, nigga, I think that would make me want to play even better. I think that would give me more incentive to want to be even more focused on the goal at hand. I'm a black male getting paid by these white people. You dig what I'm saying?
I feel like me personally, I'm gonna take Izzy's side. Like I would keep my last name on it just because years ago when we saw like the whole basketball players everywhere, the NBA, they were protesting wearing the I Can't Breathe shirts, and that was like, wow, that was like, damn, like they're really they're all protesting, they're all fighting for the same thing, really. Like that was eye opening. But it's like this just feels like it's like here, like this is the list of things that you can do. Like this just feels like the white man, like here, nigga, this is what you can do. Like you're not allowed to do like anything outside of these parameters. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe if I could pick my own what I wanted to put on the back of my shit and it had to get approved by the NBA, like I can understand that. But then just hand you a list and be like, pick from this. Like it's like here, nigga, damn. Like, come on now.
I get that.
Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, there's like giving you a list. So like the list is, hold up. It's like I Can't Breathe, Black Lives Matter, say their names, vote, justice, peace, equality, freedom, enough, power to the people, justice now, say your name. Like it. I mean, it's just like
what's the harm in that though? See, that's the problem. I don't get it.
Why do they have to give a list? Like, what's the point of a list? You know what I'm saying? Like here, like you can only pick from these. Now use one of these now. Don't get don't lose your head. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's basically what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
But
don't get too crazy with this activism shit,
Bruh, it don't matter. At the end of the day, it still spreads a message. It still spreads a message. I don't care if they like, oh, here, nigga, damn. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool, nigga. I'm gonna still take it because you're giving me an opportunity. I'm never gonna have this opportunity to do this shit again. I mean, that's just how I feel.
I think it's more impactful if say a LeBron goes out and he scores 60 in a series, finale or whatever. He scores 60 points and they win. And at the post-game interview with James on the back, because that's who he is, and he wants to make this statement for himself with James on his back, he says, arrest the cops, who murdered Breonna Taylor. And he makes those statements in person, verbally. You know what I'm saying? For that to spread around, for people to actually hear it. This is, it's a difference. I feel like it's a difference.
It's not a difference. It's not a difference if we did that with his name on the back of the jersey, or if we did it with the other shit that we had a list of, and he still said arrest the cops to say Brown.
It's still list. You don't have a problem with that?
The list is not. Breonna Taylor's not even on the list, but like that's just like
exactly
these words like they're putting, like it does nothing. Like it doesn't move the ball forward. It doesn't. There's like I'm sure there's gonna be racist. There are probably racist white people that are in the league that are gonna put like one of these things on their name just to fucking be like, just so they can be a closet racist or something. Like
that's not the point though, man. It's not the point. See, you niggas are missing it, bro. The point is not to like get us in it. It's not to advance us as a people. It's just to make people aware that we're all standing together in solidarity, bro. That's what it is at the end of the day. It's the solidarity piece of it.
But I feel like how relevant all this is going on right now, there's no question that LeBron stands with us.
Yeah.
It's no question to people like me and you who are on Twitter every day and who are on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, we see that shit, but I think it would be a great idea for the best athletes in the world to broadcast the Black Lives Matter movement. And I mean, come on, bro. Like, I mean, that's like saying, that's like Jay-Z and like the biggest stars in the world, literally like Oprah Winfrey's and shit like that. Well, she in some shit right now, so I don't know if people would agree with that. But Jay-Z, Beyonce's and shit like that, going out and like putting Black Lives Matter and all this shit. It's like, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. Like, it's not going to advance us as a people, but it's still like, hey, I'm standing with you as, my brother, my sister, and that's just what I think it would do. It's not a thing about, oh, yeah, we're going to be light years ahead because the best athlete of arguably all time, Izzy, that's what you said, all time is wearing Black Lives Matter, I don't think that's that's not what I get from it. Is that what you guys get from it? Like LeBron wearing that is now all of a sudden, like, oh, Black Lives Matter, let's take it seriously. I'm sure that's not what you guys think, right? Like, it's just like, hey, okay, LeBron stands with us. But like you said, Slim, we already know that he stands with us. But people like my mom, your mom, grandmother, whoever, they might not know what he's doing behind the scenes. So I think it's a great thing to get out there.
Yeah, but that argument too, they're not going to be watching basketball then, those people.
What you say?
Those people aren't going to be watching basketball.
But they go watch the news where they're playing basketball highlights.
Yeah, but LeBron's already
people that, the news. Who you're trying to reach, they would probably guess that LeBron is. They could probably guess his stance, right? When you say, and
no,
to their point, they're
see, that's the problem. The needle. That's the problem, bro. I don't want to guess. I want you to tell me what is it? How do you feel about this? It's the time to speak up. Stop supporting the movement behind closed doors. I'm not saying LeBron's doing it, but I'm saying, just to speak to your point, Austin, I can just guess that you're with it. It's like saying, oh, Def, you're black, so I just assume that you're supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. Nah, nigga, I don't know what you're doing because you got coons on Twitter every day. I don't know the nigga's name, but I know y'all see that nigga that be wearing a Make America Great Again hat on with the oversized shit. I don't even know where he got his shit from. That shit not even from like the store. That shit like ordered from like off of Amazon, like large as fuck. Don't even fit his head. It's like a knockoff of the actual shit. I don't even know where he got that bitch from. But anyways, that nigga be on Twitter talking shit all the fucking time. You dig what I'm saying? So you can't base it off of, oh, this nigga's black, so I assume that he's supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this is LeBron though.
That doesn't mean anything, Austin, because Michael Jordan didn't step out there. No, okay. It doesn't, because Michael Jordan it's like, it's Michael Jordan, man. It's Michael Jordan. Of course, he's a black guy from like, not the so good part of North Carolina, or like, he had like 6 brothers and shit like that. And the nigga didn't, he came up hard, so he got to be with the Black Lives Matter movement. But look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. When he had the opportunity to stand up about some Black Lives Matter shit or whatever, the social injustice that are being inflicted upon us back in the 90s or whatever, the nigga didn't take the opportunity to speak up on it. So I think it's important. I do. I think it's important for athletes and other people who are out there that are in the limelight and in Hollywood and shit like that. I think it's really important for them niggas to speak up on it because that's who we look up to. That's who we watch every day on a daily basis.
Yeah, but I think, speaking up, I think is different. Maybe we're getting slightly sidetracked. Speaking up on this is probably different than just putting something on the back of your jersey.
It all ties in, bro. It all ties in. What's the harm in putting Black Lives Matter on your jersey for a few months in basketball? First of all, these niggas shouldn't even be playing in the first place because of the pandemic. That's the first part.
Outside of that, is it, or the flip side of that, is it doing that much more harm that he's not putting anything on his jersey?
It's not. See, that's the thing. What I'm saying is, that's the problem. What I'm saying is, him not doing it isn't a problem to me, but him doing it would mean that much more. You dig what I'm saying? It's not a win-lose. It's just a fine medium between, if you do it, okay, I respect that a lot. If you don't do it, it's like, okay, whatever. But I feel like you should do it because you can do it. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. If you could do it, you should do it. And if you knew better, you do better, shorty. You dig what I'm saying? If you can do it, you should do it. That's my opinion, man. If you can do it, you should do it. If you don't do it, that's fine. But I still feel like if you're in the position to do it, you should do it. And we can spend the rest of the show talking about this. I'm not going to agree with you niggas. You niggas are not going to agree with me. But, I hear y'all stance on it. Y'all make a lot of sense to me. And I might not make sense to y'all niggas. But still, that's how I feel. So Slim, man, we like to do this segment where we call it RG Bargy. We like to pull up tweets from each other. And we play this game where we'll read a tweet and we'll guess who said that tweet out of the four of us. And this week, our beautiful friend Slim is going to be in charge of doing it. Slim, are you ready for that? That RG Bargy segment?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
All right, bro.
I tried to catch you niggas slipping. I tried to get some shit. Tried to get some shit that y'all will not see. That y'all wouldn't expect yourself saying, because Austin got me slipping last week. I didn't get any of them joints right. So we have 3 words this week. Okay.
All right.
So the first word that we're gonna do, let's do hoe. The first word is hoe.
Oh
Okay.
no! Oh no!
All right. So here's the first tweet. Quote: LMAO. I'm so sorry, but wholeness cannot be deleted instantaneously. It deteriorates over time. End quote.
That's me.
Man.
I'm gonna go Izzy for that one.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was well put together, wasn't it? That was easy. That was easy.
Deteriorates over time.
Yeah, that's easy. That's
I
easy.
probably said that shit. I'm not gonna hold
Yeah,
y'all.
that's easy.
Yeah, that's as sudden death on
Run.
August 16th, 2016.
Good call.
2016.
And
Good
then
call.
the first reply to that is at Baby Got Mitch. Like, bitch, what's the hoe facts?
Oh, I remember that. I remember now. I remember. That's funny as hell.
All right, we got more. All right. All right, we're gonna do another one. We're gonna stay on hoe, actually. Okay.
All right.
So let's do quote. Yeah, you don't need to entertain that hoe for real. End quote.
That's
I'm
me.
gonna go
That's me.
Mitch.
Mhm.
At Baby Got Mitch.
That's
Yeah, I'll go
definitely
Mitch,
me.
too.
That's definitely me.
That's at the Shire Man right there.
Oh man. Wait, what's the context?
2016.
A month? Is there a month?
Fucking April.
April.
Or actually, no, May 29th. May 29th. April
29th.
Please, mom.
Wait a minute. Wait, read the tweet again. Read the tweet again.
And I quote, yeah, you don't need to entertain that hoe for real.
What was that about, Austin?
I honestly have no clue. Probably like one of my friends was like, getting caught up over a girl that wasn't.
It's probably me.
Giving the
It's
same
probably
energy
me.
towards him. No, I mean, I think I might have been at Zach. I don't know, because Zach had some weird girlfriends early on
Yeah,
that were a little crazy. I'll be honest.
I feel like you tweeted that like at a drunk hour.
Yeah,
When-
probably. Let me see what.
Oh, that could have been like that could have been drunk Austin. That was like, some sort of like girl was doing something stupid at a party. Like, I don't need to entertain this hoe.
Yeah, that could.
I don't give a
That was
fuck what you
8:34 p.m.
8:30 p.m. Oh, you definitely could have been drunk by then.
Could have been.
Had a little
Could have been
pregame.
drunk. Yeah, a little pregame. Had to get your feelings out. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that.
All right, so we're gonna stay with the keyword hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I quote: "The fact of the matter is, if I had hoes, then I wouldn't have a Twitter."
Mitch.
That might be me, but I don't think so.
I'm gonna go Mitch. I'm gonna go Mitch.
To have one.
I'm gonna go def. I'm gonna go def on that one.
Oh, mixing it up.
Okay, everybody got a different vote. Okay,
I'm gonna go def.
that was at Lord Broadus.
Yes.
Yeah. Bruh.
November 7th, 2014. I was probably getting accused of some shit. All right.
Oh, see.
Moving on. All right. So next one. Okay, we're should we stay on hoe or should we keep it moving? What y'all think?
You're RG Bargy.
One more hoe. Give us one more hoe.
We can do one more hoe. We can do one more hoe. All right. So, quote: "These hoes got Adam's apples." End quote.
That's me. That is me. I know that is me.
Hey, bro.
I know. Hey, and I can tell you the year. Let me think about that. Hold on. That was like June or July 2017. Me. Come on, give it to me.
Any other votes?
I mean, I got Mitch through and through.
I'm going for Mitch. Yeah.
Gotta be me.
So that was Baby Got Mitch, and that was August 17th, 2016.
Oh.
A year off. Wait, what is up with you? Why did you say that, bro?
Well, got Adam's apples out here, bro.
I thought, goddamn, trans lives matters. Trans lives matter, but I did see a transsexual with the man hands in California when I went, so I was like, she got an Adam's apple. And that was before I was a young nigga. I was tweeting like a dumbass, but now I'm more sensitive to that. So trans lives matter. Please protect our trans lives and the LGBTQ community and all that good stuff. Okay.
Well, in a way though, you addressed her correctly, correct? Or am I wrong?
Not really, because I mean,
you said the word "hoe." That's different, but like,
yeah.
I
mean, obviously, what I said then wasn't correlated with what I was thinking it was. So technically, I don't know what I was talking about then. But in my head, I thought it was something else. You dig what I'm saying? So please.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes hoes got Adam's apples.
They got.
There's nothing they can do about that.
Yes, sir. No, it is something they. I mean, it's not. It's something they did about that. It's something they did. They don't just be walking around with the Adam's apple. But go ahead. What's the next word, man?
Okay, so the next word that we're gonna do is keyword check. All right.
Okay.
So first
check.
tweet.
Hold on. Check. What made you choose the word check this week?
I was having a hard time finding some tweets, so
I'm calling it right now. Somebody quoted "Cut the Check." Okay, that song. Somebody quoted that song in one of these.
That would be you, Austin.
Any of us. Slim.
Yeah.
He agrees.
That could be
He agrees. That is one of the best.
Cut the check. How convenient. Walked in anemic. OG Reagan. Yo.
If the cops pull me over, they gonna want to take the beamer, but I'm gonna do the Sheesh, God.
That nigga Chief Keef was flowing on that bitch. That nigga
lighting that joke.
I'm gonna do the dash.
That nigga was going in.
Like Ric Flair. I mean Ric Flair. Bitch, boy, I've been
playing.
Playing.
Bitch, boy, I've been playing.
Anyway, Slim, please continue.
All right. So back to the keyword, and that was check.
Right.
So for this first tweet, and I quote, "If you got bad hygiene, you need to check yourself." End quote.
That's another something about the anatomy that sounds like Mitch.
At Baby Got Mitch.
That's definitely me, man.
Yeah, that's Baby Got Mitch. I guess Mitch is he's just always gonna sound like himself. I guess.
Hey, bruh.
All right.
It's funny when it's me, we always know it's me. That's the weird part about this segment.
That's like it's wild.
See, but when it's me though, niggas be knowing it's me, but they be hesitant. Y'all be hesitant at first and be like, I think it's easy. You know what I'm saying? After further review. You know what I'm saying?
Remember Austin last week? This nigga Austin was like, it's along the lines. He was like, yeah, we got you, Austin. That's you. That's you along the lines.
Yeah. Shout out episode 11, Along the Lines.
Go follow us at Sleaze Mob. If you're watching this right now, like and subscribe to at Sleaze Mob on YouTube. Go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us on IG. What's the next tweet, Slim?
All right, so sticking with the keyword check, quote, "I literally will pause the show just to check Twitter. I have a problem." End quote.
Izzy.
That might be me again.
Yeah,
I relate. Whoever did that is talking some real shit. It's between me and Izzy.
Damn.
It's between me and Izzy, though. I'm gonna go with me. I'm gonna go with me again.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, Cal, I am drinking a White Claw right now.
I'm gonna go Mitch. Mitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go me too.
And that was at Sutton Def. 2016.
That's not a shocker.
Y'all some Twitter niggas. Y'all some Twitter niggas. Bro.
Oh, bro, how is that like? Oh, maybe is it because I said literally? Is it because I said the word literally? Is that it? Is that the key word?
Read it again.
Yeah, read it again. Read it again.
I literally will pause a show just to check Twitter. I have a problem.
It's literally
for me. Yeah, for sure. Yep, that'll do it.
All right. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next keyword here.
Okay.
And then the next keyword is suck.
Oh my god.
Okay. See where we're going with this one.
See, it's not even that bad. And I quote, "Shitty texters suck so much." End quote.
That's
I'm gonna go Mitch. I'm gonna go Mitch on that one.
That's me again, probably.
Mitch,
It's between me and Def. I think it's me.
That could have been. That might be me actually.
It could be any of us, but I think it's me.
I think Mitch.
I'm gonna go myself.
I agree with whoever said that.
Man.
I knew it.
Oh damn!
How many you got right so far, Austin? Like 2. We should start doing incentive. Like when we get one right, let's whoever gets the most right gets to do it the next week.
Okay.
You guys like that?
Yeah,
we can do that.
Not starting this week. Next week we'll choose who does it. But after next week, yeah. But go ahead, Slim. Next week.
All right. Quote, "Bro, imagine if humans had legs instead of fucking." Wait, I'm sorry.
What?
I got ahead of myself. All right, we're gonna restart here. Quote,
This is me, by the way.
"Bro, imagine if humans laid eggs instead of fucking. Life would suck." End quote.
Oh, that is definitely me. I remember tweeting that. That's gonna be me.
That's definitely Mitch. Yeah, that's a Mitch tweet for sure. 112%. Yeah. Only Mitch will tweet some shit like that. That's why. Like, see, that's the thing about RG Bargy now, man. Like, I feel like we all know each other. We all know each other. We do this every week. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point now where it's like, we know about you. We know about each other.
I honestly think we should get to pick. We should get to pick like a celebrity, like someone we wouldn't want to be compared to, and like who said this, Mitch or Trump? That would be cool.
I like that.
And you get
I
both.
like that
You know
a
what
lot.
I'm saying? Or like it doesn't have to be Trump. It could be anybody. But like
Yeah,
some celebrity you would not want to be compared to.
Yeah.
So we gotta guess.
That'd be hilarious.
Let's do that.
All right, so what you got for us, bro?
And I quote, "It sucks. Most people think that having a good time means you have to spend money in order to achieve that." End quote.
Good value
Austin.
for whoever said that. It sounds like an Austin tweet, definitely. It might be Slim though, because Slim's a wholesome guy. I'm gonna throw the curveball in here. I'm gonna say Slim. I'm a
wholesome guy, but that is not me. That is at the Shire Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I knew that. Sounds like an Austin tweet.
That was definitely an Austin tweet. Now that I'm reading these back, they're all pretty on brand for all of y'all.
Yeah. But that's how it is though when we do RG Vargy. You know, like it's super on brand. Like we know each other, you know, a lot, really, really well at this point, you know. And we've been doing RG Bargy for like a couple weeks now. I know this is episode 12, but we haven't had, you know, all 4 the whole time. But even still,
I think we
know
RG
each other
Bargy
so well that this shit does not work.
We've done RG Bargy like every week since like episode 2. We really be doing this bitch.
Yeah, we have.
This is one of my personal faves. I love this segment, man. So, look, man. If you guys are
constantly
watching,
trying to make it.
We're constantly trying to recreate it and get better, man. And if you guys are like 12 episodes in with us, we're still early. We're a bunch of nobodies from Maryland, man. And if you're listening to this right now, we appreciate you. I just said this like 2 minutes ago, but please, I implore you once again, go like our video on YouTube. Follow us on everything. Izzy, what's that? That's Twitter. That's goddamn IG.
That's Twitter. That's Instagram. That's YouTube. That's SoundCloud. That's
everything.
You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. You know,
everywhere.
Google us.
Google us. And we got
Please,
some
Mom.
shit coming. We do more than podcasts. We do music. We do clothes. We got some other shit going, and I'm gonna say that a little bit more. I'm gonna indulge in that again later on in the episode because you know what, I don't want to oversaturate. You dig what I'm saying? But that's RG Bargy for this week. Shouts out to you, Slim. That's your first time doing RG Bargy. Everybody, give it up to Slim.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Go follow Slim. At Lord Broadus. Lord Broadus.
Kevin.
Everywhere.
He did the cover art
At
for us,
Lord
man.
Broadus.
Yeah, go follow that good man.
We love you,
Kevin Brothers.
And
And
the SpongeBob episode, that old SpongeBob episode, that fucking like pickle. His name
Yeah.
is Kevin.
oh yeah,
And the
Kevin.
motherfuckers are down there in the bench and they're like, Kevin, we love you, Kevin.
When I met Kevin, when I met this nigga Slim, this nigga had a bush. He had a Jufro. Okay. And look, let me tell you something.
Jufro.
He was a wild boy back then, ladies.
Great with your flat top.
Ladies. Yeah, I had the flat top. That lasted for like a month, if that. We almost got kicked out of college. Slim. Our first two months because we almost got kicked out of our freshman dorm because we was like partying too hard, if you remember.
Frostburg on that fuck shit though. They was trying to kick everybody.
They was trying to get rid of real niggas. But let me tell you something. I'm glad that they didn't, because if they did kick us out, I would have never met the two people to our left, man. Def and Austin. We all met each other in college. Shouts out to you, beautiful people, man. And look, we're an hour and 40 minutes into this, an hour and almost 41 minutes into this. I don't want to get too deep into our relationship as friends. Def, I know this is usually your segue point, but I'm going to take it away real quick. We're going to
teleport.
Yeah, of course. I apologize again, Def, for stepping on your toes, but it's too late now. Austin, now I want to talk to you about something, okay? Our next topic. Our next topic. Do you know what our next topic is?
Lay it on me.
It's the Ford cars.
Bro, yeah.
Okay? How do you...
I thought you were gonna ask me if I like met some animal in the woods again or some shit. What would you do?
I honestly I forgot what our next topic was, and I kind of just kind of clicked in my head. Yeah. So the police officers riding around in Fords and shit. Goddamn. How do you feel about police officers riding around in the classic Def? I feel like you would have segued us into this way better than what I just did.
I can pick it up.
All right.
So where that came from was there was a whole article basically put out that the Ford employees, like factory workers, asked Ford as like a group, basically, that hey, can we stop making these police vehicles? Like, they shouldn't be making these police vehicles. And I didn't see that tweet at first. I saw some other tweet where someone was quoting it and was like, yes, finally, like this is so awesome because Ford for years have been making accessories to police brutality and accessories to murder. And I thought, once again, kind of like how we were talking about earlier, I thought that was a bit too far. It's like, we're talking about the vehicles, the cars. Like if Ford stopped making, if they lost their contract with, the government for all of these police vehicles, then the next, car manufacturer is just going to step up. Like Chevy already makes some cars. They're just going to take over or the next, or GMC, whoever it is. And I don't feel like, once again, it's addressing the problems. Like, yeah, they are the vehicles that transport these people who do these, horrific acts, those ones who actually do these police brutality acts, and they result in these horrible things. And we know that others, that whole long story, but it's still the people in the cars. Like, it's still the people in the cars driving them. It's still the people in those uniforms. And I felt like it kind of ties into this whole cancel culture where, it's so polarizing, where like Ford can't even make cars for the police officers anymore, or they're going to be labeled as, accessories to murder or accessories to police brutality. And I was just thinking earlier, like, what's to say we couldn't apply that to, whoever manufactures the police uniforms? They're creating, uniforms to employ these police officers to then commit acts of crime, against minorities or police brutality acts in general. And I just think once again,
Yeah, or whatever gun manufacturer they use too.
Beretta, hey Beretta, you can't be making guns no more. You're providing the tools of destruction, that are providing these acts of police brutality. It's like where does it end? There's no line being drawn in the sand. You know what? They're like we're getting them all. Like, what do you guys feel on that?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that like you said, it does seem like it's a little bit too far. Me personally, do I hate Fords? Yes, I do hate Fords. I hate all Fords. Honestly, I hate all American-made cars for this specific reason. Like I always I automatically when I'm driving, I drive a Toyota, so it's not American-made. And when I'm looking in the rearview mirror of my Toyota Corolla, and I see a Ford anything, or any other American-made car, I automatically have a little panic moment where I'm like, okay, Jesus, what if my tail light is out and this Ford's behind me? He's gonna pull me over. I don't know what's gonna happen after that. I haven't seen my registration for my car in months. Whatever it may be, like I automatically get some anxiety when I see Fords. Now that's just my personal experience. Now, what do I think when it comes to this whole thing, like as a whole? I do think it's a little bit too far. It's going a little bit too far for people to be like, oh, you shouldn't be Ford shouldn't be manufacturing cars for police officers, because at the end of the day, somebody has to do it. And I'm pretty sure that is one thing that they would not want to outsource. They wouldn't want to outsource that to another country, manufacturing the vehicles for our law enforcement. They probably want to keep that domestic. They want to keep that in the country, as Mitch dances around in his room.
But hold on, to your point though, if I would because I do the same thing. I mean, obviously maybe there's different levels of, oh shit, what's going on kind of thing. But I definitely look twice. Yeah. I'm looking for those extra little tiny lights, in the dash, up at the top. Is it a cop? Sometimes I don't even know.
And that was most of the argument that I saw on Twitter. People were like, "Oh, I'm tired of seeing fucking Explorers and thinking it's a cop car, shit like that." Yeah. Go ahead.
At least where I was going with that is I wouldn't mind if Ford or whoever it was were to keep that contract and still manufacture those vehicles, but manufacture something completely different that is indistinguishable from those regular Ford cars, because any of us could buy a Ford car that looks almost identical, any Ford Explorer. That's what we see these days. They're almost indistinguishable. And to y'all's points, you don't know until they pass you, or you actually get to see a good look at them. But if they were to develop another vehicle of some sort that's completely separate, because Ford and Chevy and a lot of these other companies make other models of cars that are in other countries that we have never even seen before. So maybe that would help distinguish between, the average Ford owner to a police officer. But
yeah, I mean, I feel back in the day it was Crown Vics. Now it's Explorers and Chargers and shit. Even if Ford stops producing the cars, like you said, somebody else is just going to step up to the plate and just take advantage of that opportunity. So it's it is what it is. I don't really care.
Yeah. Mitch, what do you think about that?
All right, so Austin, here's the thing, man. Now, I'm gonna come to you mano y mano right now, okay? Wani one. All right,
I like that.
All right, mano y mano, Austin. Shouts out to Coach Kando. She gave me this idea the other day. Actually, yesterday.
Okay.
We was talking.
So it was completely off topic. Gotcha.
Well, my mano y manos are usually left field. So here's the thing. So, and let's just imagine a world where we're all action figures, right? And we got the little, huh?
How many? What kind of action figure am I?
We're the cool ones. We got all the opposable joints.
Yeah, we got all the joints. You got springs in it, so you
not the springs. No, we're not. Nah, not the buttons. I'm talking about
G.I. Joe size. Am I little size?
Yo,
when I was
Dragon Ball Z.
We used to launch G.I. Joes off of a little pump up rocket, and tie little grocery bags to them, and they would fucking parachute down.
Serial killer. Let's talk about. Okay.
Army,
hey.
toilet.
I know you're not playing that toilet. Okay, look, this is the deal, guys. So we're in a world where we're action figures. Okay, actually, that was a cool topic, real quick. Before we get into my point, all right, if I'm an action figure, I got the opposable joints. I'm like, ideally, like a Dragon Ball Z like size. Like, I'm not G.I. Joe because that's big as fuck. Like, kids, I feel like that turns you off. Like, as a kid, like that's a big ass action figure. But I'm like the Dragon Ball Z at the Toys R Us. Where did you guys used to get your action figures from? Was it Toys R Us?
Yeah,
Toys R Us? The fuck?
Yeah, Toys
You're
R
missing a
Us.
U, buddy.
Toys R Us, nigga. Real niggas call it Toys R Us.
Toys
R
R Us.
Y'all hip to the KB toys?
KB Toys, EB Games.
Yeah, y'all know nothing
I know
about
EB
that.
Games.
Y'all don't know about that,
KB
bro.
Toys? I've never heard about that in my life. I've never heard of that in my life.
What?
In the mall, yo, come on now.
KB
In the mall, you
Toys?
ain't heard of the KB Toys? Come
Yes.
on, dog.
Get the fuck out of
That
here.
joint is
No.
classic.
What sound effects did y'all used to have for like your okay, first of all, before I get into that, not the sound effects. What age did y'all stop playing with action figures?
See, all I had was the WWE action figures. I had like the whole ring and everything.
I had the ring too.
Yeah,
That shit was cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Out the ring for sure.
Legitimately, probably like, I don't know, 12, 13.
Probably like sixth grade. I probably was like, we don't do that in middle school. Like some like try to be
Maybe
cool
earlier
and
than
shit.
that. Probably.
Def.
I mean, probably like 10 years old, 9. No, definitely before that. 8.
I stopped playing with toys when I was like 14, nigga.
I was super into WWE, bro. Like niggas couldn't tell me it was fake.
Making the sound effects and all that shit.
Of course.
What worlds did y'all used to play in? Like, I used to act like my niggas was Jedis. I used to act like my niggas was in the Marvel universe, like Iron Man and shit like that. Nigga, I would be playing with like Batman Beyond. Yeah, I remember the nigga Terry. The nigga, what was his name? Terry. Hey, that nigga was Iron Man for me at one point. What niggas? What did y'all used to like act like? Oh, this nigga, I ain't got the actual toy, so I'm acting like this nigga the Incredible Hulk. Like, you know, like what worlds was y'all playing in when y'all was younger?
See, this nigga Mitch is the kind of guy who got action figures in his closet to this day that got Mitch written on the bottom of their boot.
I was with you until the boot part, but I do got the action figures in my shit right now. I will pull them out.
This is a real life Andy, cuz. Look at
Right?
That's a fact. Hey, all my action figures going to my kids.
Like, I don't want this shit, Dad. Give me a tablet, nigga.
I will beat their ass. Nigga say, give me a tablet. I don't want
a fucking doll.
They're not gonna want that.
Playing with like action figures like that relatively early. I was like outside kind of like do whatever or play with Legos. Like I had a fuck ton of Legos.
Yeah, Legos was sweet too.
Like three bins that were like, you know, like 12 by whatever, like full of Legos.
Legos.
Make whatever you want.
But see, my parents ain't let me have Legos like that because the shit was too messy.
That shit's expensive too.
I mean, what we would do is we would just put it on like a giant blanket, and you only build on the blanket, and then you take the blanket when you're done, ball it up, and then you have a giant ass pile, and you just scoop the shit in.
Y'all ever been to Disney World with the Lego exhibit?
Yes, sir.
I was too young to remember any of that when I went.
That's because you're fortunate.
For my fucking
But the thing I play with the most though is the car rug. Y'all ever had that joint? Like,
of course, I had like 2 or 3 of them. Shit.
It was like a neighborhood. I had like the little play cars and shit. Joke. Yes, sir. That was my shit.
Did you used to drive like
you see in the
properly?
Classroom.
Yeah, the joint you see in the classroom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's not my initial question. I'm sorry. Mano a mano, Austin.
Mm-hmm.
We got goddamn. We're action figures. We're in a world where we're action figures, okay? And we have the string on our back like Woody from Toys R Us. I mean, from Toy Story. Now, say somebody buys you, right? And they pull that string on you. What would your toys say if they pulled the string on you? What would your catchphrase be? I'll let you know what it would be. It would be, well, actually, well, it goes like this. It would be something real informative.
Something
You know what yours is
lines.
gonna be? You know what yours is gonna be?
Along the lines.
You know what yours would be?
What'd it be?
If it ain't about the pussy, I ain't doing it. You got pussy over there? Oh shit! What over there?
I ain't never said,
pussy over there.
I ain't
Put me
never
down,
said
motherfucker.
that.
I'm gonna get some pussy.
I ain't never said that. This nigga Slim. This nigga
Nah, this
Slim
nigga
laughing.
Mitch would be like,
Nah.
Where the hell is that?
Where'd you go, little buns?
Hey, Ken, we got coke real quick.
This nigga
You got
Def.
pussy over there?
This nigga Def.
50% ass.
Def shit wouldn't even say nothing. It'd just be quiet when you pull the shit. It'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And his hands would be real soft. Like this nigga Def got mad
Make it
soft.
button him for moisturizing.
It would come with a bottle of lotion.
This shit would come with some Lubriderm. Get the fuck out of here. And this nigga Slim shit would be like, oh, come on. you pull this shit. He'd be like, hey, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Yours would come with
Outta
a taxi
here.
yellow windbreaker, canned gravy, and chicken nuggets.
Oh, see,
That's
use
a
the bitch.
wild- that's
Yours will come with a smoker, a white wife, and a goddamn EDM fucking yeah.
Oh, EDM program that I'm teaching you how to use? That one?
You are teaching me how to use that. So shouts out to you, man. Speaking of EDM, we're making music. So if mine came with something, it'd come with like a Grammy, because that's what I'm going to win with my bros one day. Ain't that right, guys? Super Soul.
Absolutely.
What?
Super Soul. Soul Squad out. We need to do a chant from now on.
Yeah, you can
Like-
do it.
Like the Ginyu Squad. You know how them niggas used to get in formation?
Yeah.
You fool. Autobots roll out.
Taylor Report Talk. Maybe I should get a segment at the end of our shit to do Taylor Report Talk. Let's test drive that next week. But
This is
yeah,
hilarious.
man. That's mano y mano for this week, man. If we was action figures, Austin's would be like a nigga who could think he go fight off a bear, but he get his ass whooped. Slim would be a nigga when you pull his string, he'd be like, "Hey, my girlfriend's around. Don't say that right now." and this nigga Def, his shit, his whole arm would be moist. So
what would your shit be? Your shit would be
Where
all
the
head.
hoes at?
Y'all would just be just the head.
Pretend we have coke real quick.
do I really have a big head? Like, that's a new finding. Like, do I really have a big head?
You'd be top heavy.
That's a new development. That's a new development for me. I've never heard that before. But I'll own it if I have. I mean,
you've always looked the same.
if I got a big ass head, that's fine. If my shit come with like my shit would have the veins in the side of the head.
It would have a button on the back where you would pump up and the veins would pop up. You know?
Ew.
Why do I have veins in my head? Like, why did
no.
God do that to me? Like, I don't know
You can
nobody
get blood
else.
to your
would-
brain.
That's a good point. Look, I am not to be fucked with.
You pull your string. She's 50% ass. What do you mean? She's got the pussy.
Put it on your back and look around. This nigga Def be like big meaty claws.
Big meaty claws.
Yours will come with ass eating.
Meaty.
This nigga Def would be like, Emmanuel.
Yo, just so y'all know.
Taylor Port Talk. Stamp it.
Yo, this is what the Taylor Port. This is what the Taylor Port doing to Mitch right now. Taylor Port got him by the nuts.
Squeeze.
Squeeze. This nigga Def be like, Emmanuel.
Damn, that's so good. The inside jokes. We got inside jokes for days here, bro. At Sleaze Mob. And we thank y'all who have been sitting on 22s with us for the past 2 hours. We want to go ahead and get into a segment that we like to call What kind of guy are you? And Mitch normally intros this segment, but the Taylor Port is taking over.
Kicking his ass. Going to that nigga's body right now.
Wait, hold on. I got another one for Izzy's toy. Bob's Burgers isn't funny.
Bob's Burgers
isn't funny.
That's just hilarious.
And that's what kind of guy I am. No, that's not what kind of guy I am. I'm not. I hate Bob's Burgers kind of guy because it's dry humor, and I feel like it tries too hard to be dry humor, and I feel the same way about The Office. Now, that's not the what kind of guy that I wanted to say. And yes, I do feel that way about The Office, Mitch.
You better get
but
fired up.
I am. What kind of guy am I? What kind of guy am I? I am a. We'll get into that another day. But I'm a waffles over pancakes kind of guy. Any day, all day. I don't know if any of y'all disagree with that. I hope y'all wouldn't. But I'm a waffles over pancakes kind of guy. And I'm gonna tell you why. Pancakes are just like waffles, you know, but the only difference is pancakes don't have any real sort of texture, right? It's like mush. You put the syrup on it. It's a cake, you know, but it's like mushier than cake because you're putting syrup, you're putting like actual liquid onto it, like pouring it over this soft ass like bread, you know. And by the time you do that, it's like mush in your mouth. When you put it in your mouth, it's like mush. It's like, you know, I feel like I'm really eating syrup.
But, God, Taylor Port is whipping my hands right now. But I don't know why I just agree with that so hard.
Nah.
Can't you say that when you put that in the light? Like, pancakes are really like mush.
Nah, I hate you niggas. Y'all kind of niggas that fucking break down what it's like to eat a pancake.
Pancakes are good though. Pancakes are good.
Definitely, like, bro.
I've had like a crispy pancake.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They're good.
Not as crispy as a waffle, but like they've had texture to them, and they've been like not just mush. I mean, after a couple chews of a waffle, you fucking bet it's mush in my mouth. Like it's just.
I mean, but it starts off respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nice and ridged and textured and stuff like that. You know, you can taste it on your tongue a little bit better.
Syrup deteriorates everything on site. It's like, oh, okay, I see you, nigga. I'm gonna break it down. We're going down to mush.
But look, it ain't nothing like a crispy waffle with some syrup on it. Oh my goodness.
This nigga be burnt waffles.
Not burnt, but like, you know what I'm saying? Hard enough where like you can't just like split that shit open with a plastic fork off Bucks. You feel me? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, nigga.
I don't agree. I don't agree, but I get what you're saying.
If I can't cut it with a plastic knife, do I really want it though?
Nigga, yes. What? Come on, bro. You never had Eggos that are like a little bit slightly burned out the toaster with the little brown lines on them? You gotta kind of cut them up a little bit, put the syrup on them.
Yeah, we got you. We got you. We got you.
That'd be hard as hell.
You got me red-handed.
That sound like a nigga. That sound like a nigga that'll kiss his mans right in the club, right in front of everybody.
Get back from the bathroom. Ain't wash his hands.
I just had this slightly burnt Eggo, man. I could kiss you.
He said, "Ain't wash his hands. Just kiss him on the cheek." Yeah, we know about you. You kiss a nigga
the moment, of course.
Don't think twice. Don't think twice. Hey,
but yeah,
Slim,
that's what kind of guy I am.
Yeah, Slim. What kind of guy are you? Yeah. You ugly ass, fucking oblong looking ass nigga.
Nah, they're not feeling that one. Say no.
Austin felt that one.
I laughed because you probably learned. I've never heard you say the word oblong. You probably heard that shit yesterday.
That was a show. You motherfucking. You motherfucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm a tequila and Corona kind of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it basic. Mexican.
Keep it Mexican. Okay.
This nigga Slim's Moroccan, by the way, ladies. So if you want to get at him, don't get at him because he has a girlfriend. But if you're trying to get at him, guess who's the next best thing? This nigga in the purple. So go slide in my DMs at baby got Mitch. We're trying to go camping and fight some bears. And I'm me, baby got Mitch. I'm going to change my name from baby got Mitch, by the way. That's incoming. Throw some names at me, by the way, because I don't know what the fuck I want to name myself next. But I'm a goddamn nah. Fuck you. I'm a goddamn. I'm a damn. I'm glad that you started this off, Izzy, because I don't have anything. But let me tell you something. I'm I'm gonna speak from the heart kind of guy. I'm a let you know how I feel kind of guy. You know, I'm a goddamn my pants are too big, so I'm gonna buy a smaller size kind of guy. I'm a goddamn, I left my bitch for a new bitch kind of guy. I didn't like her, so I like you now kind of guy. You smell weird, so I'm gonna let you know that you smell weird kind of guy, bitch. You need to put on some deodorant kind of guy. This nigga Slim is wearing a goddamn fleece in his own crib kind of guy. I don't know why he's doing that because he's at home kind of guy. I'm gonna get too drunk for my own segment kind of guy, so my niggas gotta do it for me kind of guy. I'm also I'm gonna release some new music kind of guy soon kind of guy. And Austin is wearing a gray shirt once again kind of guy. I think he was doing that last week kind of guy.
This is
so
light
Austin,
blue.
Oh, it all blends in when you think about it kind of guy. So Austin, what kind of guy are you, man?
I'm a big dog kind of guy. Can't fuck around with little dogs. They're too yappy. They don't eat. They don't chew. They gotta have their teeth pulled. It's not good. Big dogs.
You like big dogs over little dogs.
If it's a preference, if I'm getting a dog, I'm going for a larger dog, not a small little dog. They're yapping. Like you guys see that meme the other day? It was like big dogs, and it was like SpongeBob being all like cute, and it was like little dogs and showing them like being all tough and muscular. And that's so true. Little dogs think they're tough shit, and they're all yappy, always running around, being scared as fuck.
Raise your hand if would you kick the fuck out of a dog if it came down to it?
If I'm spending for my life, yeah,
of course.
I will beat a small dog's ass.
I will kick a pooch.
I'm punting a 40-yard.
I will.
But like I don't see like a time where you would even need to do that. If it's like a small dog, it's like nigga.
You can just pick it up.
No threat. I could
pick
you up.
What if it was a small dog, like a Chihuahua, but it was like the house's like security dog, and they're like sick him, and they just sick that nigga.
That bitch gonna bite at you, bro. Like what you gonna do then?
No, I'm gonna kick that nigga in the head.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna pick that nigga up. I'm gonna look him in his eyes. I'm gonna be like, listen, you don't want this, bro. Come on, dog.
You grabbing him by the neck?
The scruff.
No, you don't even have to. I mean, you can. You can grab him from wherever.
That's
I will grab that motherfucker by the throat and tell that nigga I'm the boss. I will tell that nigga stop. Stop the madness. Fuck out of here, nigga. I will choke that motherfucker until we hear what I'm saying. Because you know why? Small dogs are the niggas that try and bite you the most. It's not the big dogs. The big dogs, they be chilling most of the time. But the small dogs, they always want to try and act like they're the motherfucking nigga around the town. So, Austin, what you got to do? You got to take a dog and you beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, they hit a foot up a dog.
Hey, where's your dog?
See, Peter better cancel us.
Peter, fuck Peter. Did you see what they put on the motherfucking Twitter the other day? They put a cat cut in half, nigga. I ain't never gonna put
that. It was like a dissection, and they were like, "Oops, not cake."
It's not a like. What was the point of that, weird ass niggas? But I will beat the fuck out of goddamn dog. So if you a dog watching this right now and you try me, I will beat your motherfucking ass.
Your days are numbered.
Hey, come see me. I got a baseball bat. That bitch a Easton. Nigga, I dare you to come in this bitch. I will fuck you up.
100% metal. Titanium.
Yeah. Huh, nigga, I will fucking T-ball up. I'll fucking softball up. I'll fucking baseball up, nigga. I don't give a fuck what it is. I got stains on my shit still from going to the batting range. So if a dog try to come in this bitch, nigga, I got the accuracy. And Slim, I see you. I see
nigga,
you.
is that a bar? What are you saying right now, nigga?
I want to see you go to a batting range.
Nigga, I would like to... Nigga, if it's a bunch of little ass dogs trying to bite me, I'll bet you this. I bet you won't one ball go missed because I'm gonna fuck them up. I won't beat every single motherfucker.
Accurate.
Accurate. And this nigga Slim look like a biatch. Nigga, you need to wear something new next week with that goddamn quarter neck V-neck.
Nigga, what you got? What's the purple? What's the purple, cuz?
Nigga,
the polo?
Yeah, you know what it is, nigga.
The USPS? The USPA.
Don't you ever try me as a man, as a grown man to another man?
They got the USPA.
I don't play
He's
that
a
no
polo
goddamn-
assassin.
Nigga be like, oh, you wearing polo? Nigga be like, oh, he wearing polo?
He's one shot. He's one shot.
He's one shot. Why did they name their shit that? USPA? Nigga said, polo assassin? We on them. We on them niggas. They wearing polo. Let them know.
Bruh. That feels crazy.
Shit.
Fucking middle school.
Smooth criminal. You ever see Izzy playing fucking Warzone? This nigga Izzy is a smooth criminal, dog. Let me tell you what this nigga Izzy does when he's playing Warzone, right? So if I'm dead already, obviously, because
you're watching this nigga.
Yeah, I don't got what it takes. So I'm watching this nigga from first person, right? So this nigga will see a nigga like going into the little establishments and shit, you know, like going in trying to loot or whatever. This nigga will watch him case the subject. This goes to my hey, this goes to Mitch's tips last week when you're trying to eat some ass. This nigga Def approaches this situation kind of the same. He likes to tip one, case the subject. He creeps. He watches them niggas.
Yeah,
He sees. Yeah, you gotta study them. You gotta see what they on. Yeah, survey them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tip number 2. When you casing a nigga, after you case him, guess what you gotta do? Huh? You gotta play it cool. Because you don't wanna press up on it too fast. So Def like to back up off him, slide in the shadows like Batman. You dig what I'm saying? Put on some Netflix, put on some Hulu. You know what I'm saying? Chill, watch a little something until you catch them slipping. All right, that brings me to step number 3. He gonna inspect that ass. That nigga's gonna put a search warrant out on your bitch ass. So he sees you running. All right. So he's like, all right, cool. I'm on your dumb ass, right? He go catch your motherfucking ass slipping, and that's when he strikes. In the shadow and the dark of the night, that nigga comes. You never see him coming. The nigga just kills you out of nowhere in Warzone. So if you see a nigga named Def, actually, is it Def on? Is it Def on?
Just DEF, yeah.
DEF. If you see a nigga Def playing you in Warzone, nigga, beware, because the nigga's gonna catch you in the shadows of the night. The nigga's a smooth criminal. All right. I've never seen anything like it. He's uncanny. And yeah, so that's been sitting on 22's episode 12, man. It's been a blessing. 1222, man. Rest in peace to Baby Burns. You know who I am. I'm Baby Gab Mitch, aka Sockhead, aka Nephew Conrad. Not gonna con you, but you can't Conrad. I forgot a couple AKAs, so I'm gonna do them real quick. AKA nigga, I got so many AKAs. Ask our sorority team, make sure your ears and your neck clean. AKA Young 40 Shorty. I already put the young before that. Austin, you know, I had one on me the other day. AKA Nephew Conrad. And I can't Conrad. And this is episode 12, sitting on 22s, man. And it's been a blessing sitting with these boys for the last hour, or 2 hours rather, 2 hours and 20, 2 hours and 12. I'm drunk as a bitch. Teleport Talk, hashtag Slim. Let the niggas know where they can find you. Where can they find you, bro?
It's your boy Slim Jenkins, aka Lord Broadus. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet for the outro. Thank y'all for listening. Appreciate this shit. I don't know. Yeah, just
and it's Austin. You can find me at the Shireman. And I'm gonna start ending it with the fact of the day. The fastest speed of an ejaculation ever recorded was 42.7 miles an hour. Are you kidding me?
Niggas had the speedometer out. Like.
That's Hancock.
This nigga Austin said, I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to let you leave without learning something from tonight. You will learn something. Shouts out to you, man.
42 miles an hour. 42.
What's the fastest nut you ever busted?
42.7.
Okay.
I didn't bust in some fast nuts. Nah. Let's get into it. Nah, we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it.
No. It was just with you fact. Izzy, where can they find you, sir?
Oh, see, Izzy also wins. What's the fastest net you busted?
11 seconds. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sutton Def. That's at SUTTONDEF. Twitter and Instagram. AKA, you know, I got a lot of AKAs. Jimmy Big B's, AKA Malvo Witherspoon, AKA Theo Radcliffe, AKA Izzy, if you know me, only if you know me. And I'm a Franzi. I'm a box wine kind of guy. Y'all know that. That's when week in and week out. Listen, you who have been watching this for the past 2 hours have been sitting on 22s with the Sleeves Mob. We love you. We appreciate you. We hope you come back next week. We hope you rewatch this episode. We hope you send this to somebody else. We hope you like this video. Help us out a ton. Like this video. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Sleeves Mob. Shop olerclothing.com, of course. And I was going to do like an as always kind of thing and be like, you know, as always, do this, do that. I don't really have anything this week. So, with that being
always, did you already say go shop olerclothing.com?
Of course, .com.
Yeah, go do that. So go shop at olerclothing.com.
And you have been sitting on 22s with the Sleeves Mob for the past 2 hours. We'll catch you in episode 13.